still got in trouble. I'm like, what the heck? Like, I made it all the way through, but like right at the end is when I got in trouble. I'm like, dude, this is crazy. But it is what it is. So, hi. I know some of you all that still stayed on here. Y'all see me like freaking out just a little bit, I guess. I guess it wasn't really freaking out, but at the same time too, I didn't mean to have me and my daughter having a conversation going back and forth about the thing that I had going on TikTok. I did not mean for you all to see that. I meant to go ahead and cancel it and close it out. I got to remember to close you all out because it happened so quick. So I do apologize for that. Yeah, so I can appeal them, but a lot of that stuff is automation, which is horrible. So a lot of that stuff is automation. So, hey, how are you doing today? So yeah, a lot of that stuff is automation. So I'm just, it is what it is, but I don't want to be stuck on it. So I'm just gonna keep it pushing basically. I'm just not gonna worry about it at all. So today inside of our workbooks, which is this one here. So today we're going to do the pay for deletion. Don't forget you already have this one um for free. It talks about how to write it. But like I was telling y'all, and some of the other people too, that's saying, oh, well, this book's not worth it and all that. Y'all already have a pay for deletion letter for free. So y'all don't even have to even, we're supposed to talk about how to write it. No, we're going to talk about how to just fill it in at this point and how to tweak it, if anything, because y'all already have one for free. So that's what we're going to go over in this one today, which is going to be day 18. Yes, and then we're gonna talk about when to negotiate and when to actually offer. Now, when I talk about, we're gonna talk about when to negotiate for day number 19. I'm gonna talk about just negotiation when it come down to lawsuits, because again, I told you I really don't want y'all to negotiate. We're gonna talk about lawsuits, and then we're gonna also talk about if they sue you. That's when we're gonna talk about like when to negotiate for tomorrow. But today we're gonna talk about how to write the pay for deletion letter. And like I said, too, for those people that actually bought the books, you guys have the course for free. So you already have that pay for deletion letter. All we got to talk about is now at this point tweaking it. Y'all already have it for free. So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to go over that pay for deletion letter and how to actually do it. So it's on day 18 in this workbook here. Okay. So if y'all want to do pay for deletion, this can still be an option for you. We did the debt validation yesterday. And we also talked about the goodwill letters for your late payments. So today we're going to just do the pay for deletion. And don't forget, pay for deletion is just all over settlements with these collection companies. Pay for deletion means, hey, if I pay you, I need you to remove this from my credit reports. I'm not paying you unless you remove from my credit reports. They go hand in hand. It's just not you giving up a payment. It's actually you'll once I pay you, I'm expecting you to delete this from my credit reports. That's what that whole exchange is about. It's just not just gonna go ahead and pay you for no reason. Like, no, I need you to actually delete this from my credit reports. So let me just pull it up here and then we're gonna look at this and I'll tell you exactly where it's at, which is gonna be really good for you all. And again, I am not into like pay for deletions, if I be honest. I'm not into it at all. I rather us if we're gonna do anything, I would rather that we like sue them and actually do a settlement that way instead of doing it what I'm going to show you now with the pay for deletion. Okay, so let me pull up y'all letters here. Okay, here it is here. So let me share the screen so y'all can see it and then we'll go from there. So let me share it, share the screen, share the window, share. Okay, perfect. So I have the screen over here shared. And again, don't forget, it's day number 18 inside of our workbook. So how to do a pay for deletion letter. So you already have this. Once you purchase this, you already have it inside the course. I suggest y'all don't get the bundle of all three, especially if you guys have collections. But let me show you what this actually looks like. So this is the debt settlement letter, basically, which is the pay for deletion. Okay. Let me see. Let me clean my camera. Okay, perfect. So here it is here. So this is the debt settlement letter. Okay. So basically to pay for deletion. Okay, so it's basically saying in the last 6 months you've been going through something. You can change this up. Let's say, hey, you've been going through hard times like losing your job, mother passed away, brother's in jail. It's just basically a sad story. You want to give them a sad story. Y'all tweak this and make y'all own thing. I just want y'all to see how it kind of go. I apologize for falling behind, but I'm ready to settle. So put the dollar amount here. Y'all can do, 40 cent. Y'all can do 60 cent. So that means for every $100, if we doing 20 cent, for every $100, you basically pay $200. This no, for every $100 you paying $20. For every $100 you change this to 40 cent on the dollar. Um, if you're doing 40 cent, then it's gonna be $40 if you're doing every $100. But y'all can change these amounts. Y'all can also change y'all hardship. Y'all don't have to put all this. I don't want to. And then for the deletion of all negative accounts from my credit report and no further collection activities. And then two, this is what I like. Currently, I'm in negotiation with other creditors on a similar deal, and I would like to close my account with you fast. I If I receive a signed agreement from you, I will gladly send the payment out overnight. Sincerely, and put your name. Thank you. Now, this is your free inquiry removal letter. We didn't do our inquiries, but y'all remember we did our disputes? Remember we did our disputes? This is under the same document, the 60 months. It's under that, I mean, the 60 points in 60 days. It's under that same document. So when you come down to the letter, when you come down to these debt settlement letters, all it basically is a sad story. All it is, oh, excuse me, all it is a sad story. Hey, I'm losing my job. My mom passed away. My brother's in jail. And I apologize for falling behind on my debts. You can switch that up to say anything. And then this part right here, you're willing to pay 20 cent on a dollar, you're gonna switch that too. Maybe y'all to pay 40 cents, 60 cent on the dollar, and then put the actual dollar amount that you're willing to pay here for deletion of all negative information from my credit report and no further collection activities. And then this is the key part, y'all. When it come down to doing any like pay for deletion letters, you need to let them know, hey, I'm talking to other people. So just let me know, because once this money gone, this money is gone. Okay. So currently I'm in negotiation with other creditors on a similar deal. If I received a signed agreement with you, I would gladly send out the payment overnight. And sincerely, your name. Okay. So this is that, for day number 18 in our workbooks, have to work on debt settlement. If you all, thank you so much for such a great letter. If you all actually want to do debt settlement, again, I don't believe in the debt settlement anymore. Now that I actually see two collection companies, I don't believe in this at all. But again, it is still in the workbook. When it's inside the workbook, some people still don't want to do it. Because I have had settlements before. Like, well, I had one pay for deletion before with portfolio recovery, but I didn't have to do none of this with them. I literally called them on the phone, came up with a settlement, and I just left it at that because I knew I was gonna pay them, you know. But now, knowing what I know now, I'm not doing any of this. But at the same time, too, if it said we need to do it inside of our workbook, which is this is the one we're doing right now, we're on page 18. If it say we need to do it, I'm going to go ahead and just teach you all how to do it. Now, do anybody have any questions on this? This letter right here will be sent to the collection company. I do suggest that you all, um, if you want to, you can send it certified. But again, I just don't think we should send it if I can be honest. But it's up to each of you all individually. But let me know if you have any questions about the debt settlement letters, if that's something that you all want to do. Now, the people I would think that this could be for, so say if you all are right now, you trying to buy a house right now, and this settlement, like you trying to get a house right now, and your debt, you got too many collections on your credit reports, you just want to get one of the collections at less than 2,000 collections, then this. Okay, but like I said too, I don't totally believe in this, but it is in our workbook. So I definitely wanted to let you know that this is an option. So this is how you'll do that debt settlement letter. So with this one right here, all you have to do is put your name, your address. It's up to you if you want to put your social security number and your date of birth on here. I feel like a lot of these companies know this information, but it's up to you if you want to put this information on here. Put the name of the collector right here, whether it's going to be LVMV funding or whoever it is. And then you can put the account that you're referencing. Okay, so you can put the account. You can also put the account number here. And then again, you want to just basically say, hey, in the last 6 months, so you want to let them know that this has been going on for an extended period. I've been facing some hard times. So you could put different things. On here it says losing a job, mother passing away, the brother is in jail. You can say all kind of things. Hey, I had a baby and I've just been struggling, or whatever the case may be. I lost some of the wages, whatever the situation is, you go ahead and just put it on your resume, whatever the situation is. And then another thing that you want to change is how much you want to pay. Is it 20 cents on a dollar? Is it 40, 60? You know, you gotta put whatever you want to put right here. Okay, for the deletion of all the negative information on my credit reports and no further collection activities. Okay, so that's something that you're going to want to put right here, and then just put your name down here at the bottom. Okay, so those are the things you're filling out. So you just making sure that you fill out your personal information down up here at the top, and make sure y'all removing stuff like this from the letter, just in case some people from your letters. So just change your hardship and change the amount and fill in all your other information. You'll be good. Okay. But you will send this in to the actual collection company. You can send this back, then, and you already sent it out certified mail, then it's probably something that they may not want to do. So this is a certified mail. You can track it. I'll say get them 30 days, like you would get a credit bureau's 30 days. And if they don't respond back, then they probably just don't want to settle, you know. But that's why I say we're not going this route anyway, like with pay for deletion. Some people still do it, so I wanted to make sure that y'all know like what is pay for deletion and what people are doing. That way when y'all hear it, y'all don't feel like it's something that y'all missed out on. Like what is this? I never heard about this. I never was taught this. Like y'all have officially been taught what a pay for deletion letter look like. You just basically negotiated with them saying, hey, I will pay this amount if you delete it from my credit report, period. Okay. And you let them know, hey, I'm dealing with other companies right now. So you better hurry everything quick because I'm going to go with those other companies if you all, you know, can't come up with this, can't settle basically quickly. But let me know how you all feel about that. Like I said too, I would rather wait until the actual settlement on the other end. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to talk about how to actually negotiate and what to actually negotiate. Okay, so they say collection companies are often settle for like 30 to 60% on the debt. This is very true, but then to me, which I have always been taught, was to sue on the other end. That's what I always been taught. That's why when I did my thing, I knew what I wanted to do. It's only so much I can say, but I rather y'all negotiate on the other end. Inside of this book, I talk about negotiation too. So remember, I told you I was going to incorporate this the last week. We're actually going to incorporate this tomorrow for the negotiations. So we're going to incorporate this tomorrow because I have a whole section on just negotiating, how to negotiate, what to say, what to do, how much to offer. So chapter 7, we talk about settlement negotiation, but this is after we sue. So now you know how. So you sue the creditors. I sued the creditors. I sued some collectors, and I sued the credit bureaus. So yes, I have sued in different ways. In different companies that have different roles. Collectors are different than your creditors, and then also the credit bureaus are kind of just the middleman. They just caught in the whole system, basically. Yeah, but I believe, like I'm trying to tell y'all about the negotiation, I believe that collection companies will be, to me, the easiest lawsuit. I have collections, I have settlement with Midland, and also I have a settlement with Midland. I also have one with LJ Ross, all three credit bureaus. And when I sued my creditor, I didn't do a settlement. I didn't actually do a settlement with them, but the way I had it set up, when I sent my dispute letter out, they just basically backed off of the whole thing because I didn't know then, like, oh, normally you'll get like a settlement, you'll do it in writing. It's like a legal contract between you both. I didn't know this. They kind of, you know, that was a crazy case, should I say? I don't know. But at the end of the day, I had $40,000 worth of debt that I did not have to pay. So I was just happy about that, which is really amazing if you really think about it. Not have to pay the $40,000 worth of debt, that was really amazing. I was so, so happy about that because I didn't want to have to pay that $40,000 worth of debt. So when I teach you all negotiation tomorrow, I'm going to look at it in the sense of your case is already in court right now. They're trying to sue you, like how to try to negotiate that, because sometimes people already have lawsuits right now. You're stuck. You never try to get no documents. They got all this stuff stuck on you. So now you got to try to ask them for certain things. Like if you already getting sued right now, your case is in court right now, then it's certain things that I would actually do. But I'm not trying to give y'all legal advice. I'm not trying to tell y'all to do what to do. I'm just telling you, like, I recently just helped somebody that they were getting sued, and I told them, ask for this, ask for that, and guess what? I can open up those documents. Honestly, I can show y'all what that would look like. I would tweak some things so y'all don't see their personal information, but I can tell y'all literally how that case went because I don't have settlements with any of them, and technically, she don't either. If we want to be honest, she don't have any settlements or anything either. They were fighting her in court, and then all of a sudden they no longer showed up to court, so the case got thrown out. And that's not normal for collection companies. That's their way of just saying, hey, just get rid of that, do whatever y'all finna do with her, it don't matter, like, we not gonna worry about it. So I'm gonna teach you, like, if your case is already in court right now, they sued you, or and then also I'm gonna do, hey, going through our process, when you get to the other end, since you willing to settle with them right now, wait till you get on the other end, then you settle with them. This is what the negotiation should actually be like. This is something that my professor talked about too, like negotiation, what you can ask, because she talked about with these contracts that we create, we can say whatever we want in our contracts. It's up to us. Like we can literally set our own contracts, basically. Um, so I definitely want to make sure that we go over that tomorrow. So in chapter 7 of this book here, I actually talked about settlements and negotiations, and basically if you want a certain amount, set it really high and then y'all meet in the middle or you come down. So we talk about that inside of this workbook here. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. But tomorrow was supposed to be like if you negotiate a pay for deletion. But again, although I have it in a workbook, it's an option for you all. I would rather teach y'all the other end of, hey, how would you negotiate it if you already have a case right now where they're suing you, or if you're about to sue them, how would you negotiate it on your end? Okay, so that's what I'm going to teach tomorrow, because I just, like I said, I negotiated before, but it's not that hard. You just see what they willing to take from you, and then you figure out what you willing to pay, and y'all gonna leave it at that if you're gonna negotiate and pay them money. Okay. And then when it's on the other end, you just start high and they gonna start low naturally, and y'all just meet on in the middle. My professor said that is very normal. Can I join? Can you join a class? I want y'all to know too, for the people that just now coming in, y'all are in our class right now. This is where our class is at right here. Only thing is, when you all purchase, like you see the book bundles down below, they're actual physical books that I'll have to send to you. So you'll see, like, this is the book we're working on right now. So what we're doing right now, we're doing day number 18, which is how to do a pay for deletion. But again, I didn't have that much I need to teach you because it's teaching you how to write one. I already wrote one for you. So now I just have to teach y'all how to fill it in. All of the things, when you purchase these books, you all have access to a free course. All the things that you're going to need is going to be in there. Okay, so basically all you gotta do is get your books and then start tagging along with us. That's literally it. And we're on day 18. We're going up to day 75. Okay, so you got the 7 o'clock and you have the 8 o'clock class. And then also, if I can find that other book, Princess, have you seen my other book? Oh, it's right up under it. What am I talking about? Then we also have this one. This is at 9 o'clock. So this is a good one. I don't know what you have going on, or even when you get inside the course. Tomorrow we mailing out the letters for this. If you missed around the letters now that we're doing, you can still send it out late, but you're just not going to be fully on track with us. So today I'm teaching them how to do dispute letters. I already taught you all how to do it. We already mailed out the dispute letters for you all, but they're gonna actually do theirs tonight. They're gonna learn that tonight. Actually work to have them mailed out basically. It's what we're doing. So with the dispute letters is getting the accounts deleted. So you see right here, it's a collection that got deleted right here. It's a lot of accounts that you all can get deleted. I'll show you all a lot how you can get accounts deleted. So if you're kind of late, just come to that class, or you all have access to the course, you all have previous recordings, you can watch that and see how to do it. And then you also have option to get 6 months of letters done for you for free, or you can join my membership where I can actually mail them out for you, or I can do the 6 months of letters for you, my team, and then we'll email them to you that you can have, you can actually mail them out on your end. Okay. But y'all are literally in our class right now. So what we're doing now, y'all just look at this as like a session of, it's just certain things that we have to do every single day. And for these last few days, honestly, unless you're dealing with certain things, like yesterday, I said, hey, send out y'all goodwill letters to the late for the late payments that's on your credit reports. Um, so you probably had got those goodwill letters out of the course, and you should have been mailing those out today. You have to really take action on everything I'm teaching you all. But today we had to pay for deletion letter. But like I said, I don't think y'all should do that. It's more like education today, so y'all to know what other people are doing, or if y'all get in a situation where y'all just like, I just got to figure this thing out now. Maybe y'all want to do a pay for deletion. Y'all to know how to actually do it. But literally, this is the workbook that we're working out right now. So we're on day 18 of the workbook. Every day is something in here that y'all are going to have to do. And all I'm doing is going through all of the days with you. That's all I'm doing. Okay, so every day I'm just literally going through all of the days that's inside of this workbook. So when you get your workbooks, you can actually follow along fully, because you will see like, okay, this is what we're working on today. So if you get your workbook, you're like, okay, what are we doing tomorrow? You already know tomorrow, day 19, we're talking about when to negotiate and what to actually offer in a negotiation. So these next few days, we're going to start talking about collections, and then we're going to actually get into goodwill letters, and then we're going to also get into applying for credit cards, loans, and things like that. Okay, so that's where we're at. So this is basically a workbook that you can do on your own, but I made it better now. And I set up that free course, so now documents that you're going to need, they already created for you all. So all you have to do is literally just fill them out. Okay, once you buy your books, I'll text you all the information to the course. All I gotta do is put your email address in. You'll have access to the course, and you'll just start working it. You'll start going in there working it. Any documents that you need, I'll let you know. Hey, I added it here. I added it there. Also show it to you all. So, but y'all are in the course. Like, it's just easy for me just to record right here. So y'all like, oh, I want access to the course. I want to get in the course. You're in it right now. You're in it. Well, without the course, you're in the class. So you literally can follow along whether you got a book or not, but it's so much easier, so much better, especially with me just showing y'all the pay for deletion letter. Y'all already have it now. Okay. So Tina, I'm gonna make sure I send you the information, and Gwendolyn, you too. I'll make sure I actually send y'all the information to the course. Y'all will be able to go in there and see everything. Okay. So y'all be able to have access to all the documents. Y'all can watch all the, I call them reruns now. Y'all can see where we started at, or y'all can also too, since you bought the package, you can also start with this, which is what I suggest, you know. So 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I basically repeat what I'm talking about right now in the 7 o'clock class that you all are watching. I'm going to repeat it again. Everything that we talked about today, I'm going to repeat it. For the 7 o'clock, I'm going to repeat it. And then 9 o'clock, I'm going to do this. So I do think you should do the 8 o'clock and then do the 9 o'clock. And the reason why I say do 9 o'clock is because we already sent out dispute letters now. I really look at like what we're doing now is, yes, you're taking action, but um it's mainly just you learning all of the concepts when it comes down to credit. You should never have to ever ask anybody to fix your credit after everything I teach you all. You should never have to ask. Like literally, that's what that my thing is. If I teach y'all everything, I provide everything to y'all, y'all should never have to ask nobody to fix y'all credit. Y'all got the course, and then a lot of y'all joined the membership. So y'all having a course and a membership, if something pop up, y'all should be good. It's nothing that y'all should need, you know. But this one right here is going to be straight action. Like I said, too, we haven't even sent out our dispute letters. I want to teach you all how to do disputes today at 9 o'clock. I already taught you all this in the 7 o'clock class. So they're going to actually learn it at 9 o'clock. But if y'all have any questions, definitely let me know. Because, like I said, today it was just for me to show y'all what that paper deletion letter actually looked like. You already have it inside the course. Y'all just have to literally implement it if y'all want to do it. But I just don't think we should do it. And then y'all let me know where y'all at. Remember, I told y'all once y'all have 4 credit cards. Is anybody seeing credit cards being added? Is your credit score is going up? What's going on with y'all disputes? Did y'all get any notices from the credit bureaus yet? Like, let me know how everything is going with you all on your end. Have y'all seen any remarks being? I saw that already from one person. Remarks being added to your accounts. Have you seen anything come up early? Have you guys tried to remove those inquiries? I told y'all just call the credit bureaus, tell them to remove the inquiries. Like, what's been going on for everybody? Have everybody got the installment accounts? You still need help getting credit cards? Like, tell me where you all are at, because we still got like an extra 27 minutes in a class. This would be a great time for you to ask any questions that you want, or even too, some of you all may want to come on. If you don't want to just type, you can actually come on too if you want to. Um, and ask your questions that way. But we have the extra time, okay? So how long does it take to get the books? I know you should actually get your tracking very, very soon, but I would say like 3 days, 3 to 4 days. Where are you at, Miss Nicole? Because I'm in Florida, so I guess it's gonna depend on where you at. Some people, like if they're already in Florida, take them 2 days to get it. So it's gonna be, but if it's in California, I think it took like 4 to 5 days. South Carolina, oh, you're not that far. So I'll say like 3 to 4 days for you to actually get your books. Yeah, so I think about 3 to 4 days. That's how long it's gonna take for you to actually get your books. But don't forget, when you purchase your books, you get access to the course within 24 hours. Okay. So you'll get access within 24 hours. You can start working on everything that you have to work on, or finding the documents that you need, you know. So you can start doing that right away. Princess, you only putting stickers on them right now? What you doing? Okay, you putting them up? Okay, good. Yeah, so okay, perfect. Okay, good job, Princess. I'm glad you up on it. So yeah, you should get them. I would say you should get them in about like 4, I say like 3 to 4 days. You'll see. But we try to mail them out right away. Like I even had some orders that came in, like even after the lady came, even if she picked up the packages, I still try to get the last ones in before the post office closed so that they can get mailed right away. But yeah, even if you don't have that, you'll have access to the course. So you'll be able to get everything that you need. So the thing is, I'm telling y'all need 4 credit cards, 2 installment accounts. We have to remove those inquiries. You have an inquiry removal letter. You can actually start working to remove your inquiries now. But then too, that's why I said I like this one right here, because every day we straight taking action. It's not no you know how we talking about collections for a few days. It's none of that like going on in here really. When we on one subject, we're going to finish that subject up that day. Like it's rare that it's going to go on for 2 days. Very, very rare. So let me see. Well, we talk about credit cards for a few days, but it's different kind of credit. Like, it's different kind of credit. So I wouldn't even say we're talking about credit cards for a few days. Yeah. Like we're talking about credit increases, we're talking increasing the income. So those are gonna be different. We're gonna go over budgets. So I seen one of you got I had like I would say it's free because I put it like for $1 so I can have it on my website. But I see a lot of you all got the budget things. For the people that did like the 6 months of free letters, you all should be able to have access to the bigger Stronger 75, where you guys have even more documents that I just don't have readily available. You all should have all of the budgets there too, where you can download it. So yeah, this one right here is going to be something different that we're going to be really doing every day, but it's literally something y'all have to take action on. Y'all would have technically had to take action today if I really believed in like pay for deletion. But again, it's up to y'all. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Um, but yeah, I don't totally believe in it, so it's nothing that we really have to do today other than y'all to learn about the pay for deletion, and then y'all actually going to get the letters if that's something that you all actually wanted. Like if you actually wanted the pay for deletion letter, y'all just go ahead and get it. And tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow we're going to go over the negotiation. Okay, so I don't know if you all have, I know you all have been getting his book, but I don't know if you all have been reading it. I really suggest you all read it so y'all can kind of know like how I look at things, how things are going to flow, how things are going to happen too. And then too, a great thing is too, so my bankruptcy book is it's actually I'm actually finna get it tomorrow. At least a sample of what that book is gonna look like. I'm actually making like a separate course recording for all of the different chapters in there just to make sure I explain everything, what everything should look like, kind of like how y'all go inside of y'all course, y'all to be able to see like the different sections. I'm like, hey, start here. It's going to be that kind of feel. I'm going to have a few extra documents in there as long as y'all get that bankruptcy book. And then two, y'all know how when y'all purchase these, y'all have the QR code right inside your book. So that's how y'all going to be able to find the one for that course. They're going to have their own QR code um, for that course. So y'all definitely, if y'all have a bankruptcy, definitely look out for that. But understand too, um, to me, there's nothing different too much about the bankruptcy. Y'all just need to fix y'all credit very, very fast. The only difference is if y'all do want to take some type of legal action, y'all credit is just supposed to say a certain thing. Y'all debts are supposed to be at zero. That's the biggest thing. So y'all got more reasons as to why these accounts need to be removed from your credit reports, because you guys shouldn't have balances on those different debts, whether it's collections or charge-offs. They shouldn't have a balance. So that's going to be just the biggest difference. But I still have that book coming out. It's going to look just like this one. It's just basically going to be bankruptcy. So I made it just like this. It pairs very nicely with this book and also this workbook here that we're working on. So hopefully I'll be able to have some of those available within the TikTok shop. The goal is for me to be able to have that added. I'm going to probably add them tomorrow as I get them. So hopefully when I go live tomorrow, I'll be able to have some added here, but I need to fully see it to see if I actually fully like it, fully like it. I like everything I put in it. I feel like I've been very upfront telling y'all certain tips and tricks about it, bankruptcy. But it's also straightforward too. Like when you file bankruptcy, think about you have like a redoing life. You just have to just really restart everything. I said, and you just need to start building your credit ASAP. And if you guys do chapter 7, please do not think, oh, I can't get this credit card, I can't get that credit card. Pre-qualify for it. Let them tell you no. Like that's how we're doing even our credit cards now. I told y'all, hey, this is the pre-qualification list. Go down the list, be delusional, pick the cards that you really want and then list them 1 through 10 and then start with number 1, apply for it. If they give it to you, perfect. If they don't, go to number 2, you know, and say, hey, I want to try to get 3 credit cards. I want to get 4 credit cards. You name how many you want and then you just go from there. Okay, so that's kind of how uh, I like to teach you all, but when it comes down to bankruptcy, you never know. You might get the credit card that you assume that you was not going to be able to get. You wrote all of those up that fast, Princess? You're very fast. You're very, very fast. But I haven't seen all y'all comments. So I'm hoping that's all I really can do, huh? Let me see. I didn't drag this thing down here. I didn't mean to do that. Let me see if I'm ever gonna be able to move it. Okay, we'll have to wait and see. I didn't mean to drag it down there. I hope y'all have y'all 4 credit cards though, because that's gonna be very, very important that y'all really just making sure y'all it's not yeah, so you can ask all the questions you want right here because I'm just gonna wait anyway for the next classes. Usually a lot of people have questions to ask, but if not, then You have the whole floor to yourself, so you can come on and ask all the questions you want. You don't have to show your face. You can just talk, or you can just type them here, whichever one you like. Okay, let me see if I can ask you to join. Oh, there you go. Okay, perfect. I can hear you, I think. Yes, I can hear you. I'm doing good. How are you? That's good. Hmm. You're welcome. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, the income driven repayment plan. The income driven repayment plan, that's the IDR? You forgot that? Okay. Make sure we're on the same page. What is it hindering you from? That should be helping you build your credit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so how many late payments do you think you have? Yeah, so I would say if you have like, I don't know, I think those are like your best accounts, if I can be honest with you. I don't know how much credit you have, but I think that those are like your best accounts. So I wouldn't necessarily try to remove them. I would just try to remove the late payments. And like inside the course, you have the goodwill letters where you could ask her to remove your late payments. But for late payments with student loans, since you probably okay with getting it deleted, ask the credit bureaus to remove it. So just put that on your regular dispute letter. That's what I would do for those accounts. And then with you not knowing what's on there, that's something that you really want to be able to know. So let me show you how to know for a dollar too. Well, for one thing, you got Credit Karma. Okay, so that's one way for sure. Um, but then I show this too. Let me see. And there's certain things I can say, but you can see I call this my house. You know where my house is at? Can you see that? Like my name is Rakita. Okay. And then come down, come down. So Identity IQ have all three credit reports and scores for a dollar. That way you'll know, like, okay, these are my credit scores. This is what my credit reports look like. You'll be able to see like this sample credit report right here. With them, you'll be able to come in here and see, okay, I was late from December all the way until May. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months of late payments. And then you have to decide, well, let me send a letter out to the credit bureaus. Because if you keep that account, which probably is helping you with your credit, I don't know how much other credit you have in your credit reports. If you keep it and just continue to pay on it now, even with the income driven, because that's still an on time payment. I remember doing that too. That's really nice. And keep that too, because you got like the forgiveness. Keep that as long as you can. Okay. So I would keep that for as long as you can. But I would ask the credit bureaus to remove it, and I would talk to the company. And then too, you will know the name of your company here. So you'll see the name of your student loan servicer, and then not on here you can't see it, but when you get yours, scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see the addresses. So you'll see their addresses there. So that's where you will mail like the goodwill letter, which is a letter that you need to mail to the actual student loan servicer. But I just really want to talk to you out of possibly removing those since you already got them kind of going into good standing. Okay. Oh, I can't hear you that well. I'm trying to listen, but I really still I can't hear that well. I think I can hear you, but it's a little echo, but it's okay. Oh yeah, that's way better. That's so much better. Mhm. Mm. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, so when it comes down to any debt that's on your credit report, I like to just think about the credit report part of it. Because I don't know how much you owe. Do you know how much you possibly owe on it? Like how much they're saying at least? Oh, like $9,500. If I could be honest, if it was my debt, if I could be all the way honest, I would go the route of this. I would go the route of suing. Only reason why I say that is because with it being $9,500, you got to think about them possibly suing you. That's a lot of money. It's not like we're talking about a $500,000 debt. So I would work to remove the account from the credit report. If they don't want to remove it and I see errors on that account, what I would personally do is I would sue them and I would sue every credit bureau and whatever I get from my settlement. If I was to get a settlement, which is something that this is about getting money. So hopefully it'll stay on all three credit bureaus when you actually sue them. Um, Hopefully you get a settlement for that, and then you can negotiate with Capital One directly saying, "Hey, a part of my settlement is what I want is this $9,000. Let's turn it into three. Let's turn it into two." You know what I mean? And I don't ever want to hear about this at all. That could be a part of your settlement, and whatever else that you get from like the credit bureaus, put that little money that you're gonna put the little $2,000 on Capital One and call it a day, and then keep the rest of the money in your pocket because it's just a large debt, honestly. And even if you try to get the account removed, is something I would suggest that you do. You have to do dispute letters, period. So it's nothing that you really losing. But with having $9,500, you are at a great risk of them trying to sell it to a collection company or them trying to sue you. So I would rather try to beat them to the punch, basically. And that's just how I feel about it. But you got to think about it too. Whenever you sue any company, you kind of tarnishing a relationship. So you could be tarnishing your relationship forever with Capital One. Capital One never want to give you any type of loan. So if you don't want to do that, then you might want to try to negotiate with them to try to see if you can settle. Which is something I don't like it for collection companies, but we're talking the original creditor, the one person, the company you got your money from. So this is different. You're never going to ever want to have a relationship with a collection company ever. So if you want to do like a settlement, or even we went over to the pay for deletion, you can tweak that to talk to Capital One about that, about paying them. But if it was me, I would be okay with ruining that relationship, honestly, with Capital One. If they want to have it ruined, we'll have it ruined. But we're talking $9,500. So you got to think about, is it going to be worth it? Honestly. Or you got to pay it. Settle. You have to settle with them and pay it. You can get on the phone with them and come up with some type of settlement. But before you start talking to them, ask them, "Hey, is this call being recorded?" That way, if y'all was to come up with something, at least you know that it was y'all settlement agreement is over a recorded call. That's what I would do. Because this probably something that y'all can just get settled over the phone. You're gonna be sending letters for months trying to say, "Hey, I'll give you 40% or 60% on the debt." It probably be something that y'all can literally talk about over the phone. But that's what I would suggest for that debt. But regardless, you do need to get that removed from your credit reports if it's on there. Yeah. First try to negotiate with them. If we don't come to agreement with them, then forget the relationship and go direct to suing them. Did I hear that correctly? Well, I wouldn't say that because I can't have I can't have a relationship with Capital One, and I've been doing fine without a relationship with Capital One. I know already kind of tarnished my relationship with them by suing a company that was connected to them in a sense. I think that they don't like that. But I'm telling you, you have to make up your mind. Like, if I never have a Capital One account, am I okay with that? And if you are already okay with that right now, why go and settle with them? Because that money that you're settling with them with, you could have actually made money by already suing the credit bureaus and suing them. You get what I'm saying? So you have to decide, do I want the relationship or not? Okay, I don't care about the relationship. Let me sue. Or no, you know what? I might want to have Capital One when I get older, or I want to have Capital One later on. Let me start negotiating. And then whatever negotiation is going to be, I guess if you don't like what they say, like if they say, "Oh no, we not," you got to pay the 9,500 or 9,000, then you can say, forget this. Ain't nobody gonna be playing with y'all. And then you can settle. But again, I like the idea of, do I want the account, or do I care about ever having an account with them, or if I don't have an account with them, and then like going from there. I make a decision from there. Because if you already don't care about having an account with them, like I don't, because we got so many banks out here, So with me saying I don't care about having a account with them or whatever, especially too seeing how you probably ain't come up with some type of negotiation already. You already kind of know how they deal with you. So if you don't like how they deal with you already, some people like, I already know what it is. I'm out already. So it's up to you. But again, think in your mind, do you care about having a relationship with them? Because if you go the route that I'm saying, then you might tarnish their relationship where they're never going to probably want to have a relationship with you. Hmm. Mhm. Have to go through their process of setting up whatever the case may be. I don't know, cause they just co-signed on it. It's still yours. Yeah. Yeah, and I think that would be more of a reason why you would want to take some type of action so that you can get it off of theirs in a way too. Um, yeah, because now you looking crazy to the co-signer. They're like, girl, you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's like, ooh, that would be more of a reason why you really want to take care of it. You see, so Nicole said, yeah, yeah. And don't forget, settlements don't necessarily mean it's gonna come off your credit report. You still gonna probably have to go through that. You got to go through the deletion process. You have to understand that everybody too. Just because you settle with an account, it could just say paid. And that'll be okay for the co-signer because they know now they don't owe money, but at the same time, your credit is still already damaged. The worst part has already been done. And Nicole said that Capital One is relentless. I knew that. I knew Capital One. I knew I didn't like I knew I honestly didn't like Capital One very, very young. I would say when I was like 24, I was like Capital One on some bull crap on just how they work. How you could tell how a company deal with you. Like if something was to go wrong, do they just cut you off automatically because they like, we'll need you, or are they like, let me work with you, let us figure this stuff out, like, make your decision, call them tomorrow and see how they start negotiating with you. If you tell them, hey, I'm going through a lot right now, I really can't pay this, is there a way that I can do like a one-time payment? If they don't try to come at one-time payment for at least half or something like that, and yeah, think about all the late fees and stuff you've been paying, then you already know like y'all are out to kill me. Like, y'all are out to get me. I need to think clearly on this day. Okay, definitely let me know how they go. I can't wait to hear how they actually go. But yeah, send out your dispute letters regardless for them and the student loan company and see if you get them removed. Because some people, if they get them removed, they don't even care about the debt. But you got to think about, at some point they may sell it, they may try to sue you. I rather attack than to be attacked. That's my whole thought. If they're gonna attack you, I'd rather be the attacker than to get attacked. You know, and they notorious for selling it. So hopefully that helped. And thank you so much for coming on and answer the questions. It's so much easier than go back and forth in the comments. Yeah. Alrighty, you're welcome. Have a great night. Thank you. Yeah, Capital One is something serious. Like, They are really something serious. So somebody said my question is, I have so many numerous student loans. Will scores drop dramatically? They get consolidated trying to purchase a house. So Shannon Brown, so they say they got a lot of student loans. They're thinking about just basically consolidating it. They wonder what their credit scores go down. The thing is, only thing I would think about is this, y'all. Y'all have to understand too, when y'all trying to buy a house, y'all have to think about y'all debt to income ratio over anything when y'all trying to buy a house, especially when it come down to student loans. So even if your credit score is going to drop, y'all, when I tell y'all, it's nothing that can get y'all credit scores back up like this, especially to buy a house. It's because they just want you to have a certain scores. Y'all just do all of the steps and raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. Like, if y'all just do all of the steps that's inside of here, even if y'all credit scores was to go down, y'all can figure out how to pick y'all credit scores up from there, you know. So I would say if you know that you're trying to buy a house and you only want to do consolidation because of your debt to income ratio, that may be your only choice in a sense. Go ahead and do it. Like, the thing is, if y'all credit score was to drop, say if y'all credit score was to drop because y'all did that, right? Um, your credit score drop, it's nothing for you to pick your credit back up in a month or two. It really is not. Especially if your credit score dropped because you consolidated your student loans, but you had to because your debt to income ratio, and you don't know how much your credit score is going to drop. Some people credit drop what, 5 points, 10 points. That some people credit go up. You really don't know how some of these accounts are going to react. Honestly, that's when people say, well, how much you think my credit score gonna go up from a bankruptcy? So I told y'all, look, one of my clients went up 31 points from getting a bankruptcy removed. Another one went up 129 points. You just don't know how certain accounts are like affecting your credit, you really don't know. So I would say, hey, when it come down to those student loans, if you want to consolidate them, and it's all based off your debt to income ratio, go ahead and just consolidate it. Get your debt to income ratio down, because now instead of them adding all of your monthly payments up, they're going to just have that one monthly payment and try to get that payment as low as you can get it. Because they're going to just go off of that one payment and just bite the bullet and see how much your credit scores go down, and just make sure all the other areas with your credit is good. So make sure that you got your 4 credit cards. Make sure your utilization is as low as you can get it. I say 5% or lower. Get your inquiries down to 5 accounts or less. Try not to close any of your other accounts if you can help it. And if you did not think about consolidating your accounts just to purchase a house because that's an income ratio, just leave it like that. You can consolidate after you purchase a house. Some people think that they have to make a lot of big decisions when they're going through the process of buying a house, and you don't. You can wait until afterwards. That's why I tell people, if you really want to get a car, you can get the car the same day you sign on your house. You can get your car the next day or whatnot. You already have the loan. Everything is good. But sign the documents first for your house, especially while you see what your credit look like, and then you can make any drastic decisions after that. But I hope that kind of answer your question. But like I said too, when it come down, if I'm gonna take a hit on my credit, I like to get it out the way. I hate to think what is this, what is that. We don't even know. Like, nobody can tell you what's going to happen. um but I can say, if you need to do it, like, you need to consolidate, get a house. So if you need to consolidate, it don't matter either way. You might as well just hurry up and get it over with, so you can hurry up and build your credit, so you can see what effects it's going to have. And at least they're going to be closed, kind of like paid accounts. They're not closed. They're like not charge-offs. So it could still be a good effect. And then now you're going to have this new account on there with your consolidated loan. So that would be my advice for that. But hi, everybody that is in the 8 o'clock class, if you all are actually coming in. So we're going to do day 18 in here. So I just thought about something. So I had somebody come on, and she was talking about Capital One. And even though I don't like pay for deletion for collection companies, she was talking about how she had Capital One, and a lot of the creditors don't do pay for deletion, but you all can just do just debt settlement in general. And I never thought about y'all can do debt settlement with y'all original creditors. Sometimes y'all don't want to tarnish your relationship. So when I say tarnish your relationship, when you're not paying on certain debts, they're not going to want to give you new credit. So you may want to just go ahead and settle with those companies. Now with me, I don't know. I'm like, I don't need you anymore. I don't need the company anymore. I'm willing to like tarnish those different relationships and move on. Hmm? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, so I'm like, with me, I'm like, I'm willing to tarnish the different relationships, but I'm gonna show you all because today we're supposed to do the how to write a pay for deletion letter. That's what we're supposed to do today. But I'm gonna show you how to actually just use the one that you all got for free in the course, how to fill it out. Yes, I'm willing to. Only reason why I say that is because, and this is what made my mind made up one. If I can't have a relationship, it's fine. Because these companies are like that. Y'all ever messed up with a company and they just won't deal with you in general? Like it could be something minor. So, and as much as I want to think, um, hmm, why you keep saying the 8:15? What do you mean? But I don't think that have nothing to do with relationships, y'all. Certain people, I realize too, certain people like, hey, I only bank and get my credit cards from this company and that company. I don't care about none of them other companies anymore. The relationship I have with this bank is what I'm going to do. This is a relationship I want to continue to have, like with these different banks. But and don't even use it. Exactly. So why wouldn't you be okay with tarnish your relationship? If you're not going to use credit with these companies, why do you want to hold on to these relationships? Why do you need to hold on to them actually giving you credit? In fact, I don't even know what to do with it. Just let it stay there and stack your money in your regular accounts. You know, I would rather have money to pay for a car in cash than to have to depend on getting a credit. So there's nothing wrong with that. I would rather have the money in cash. Exactly. Continue to have more money and continue to be more successful there. And that's what you should do. So that's what I would do. But I was saying about my Capital One, I didn't like the relationship that I had with Capital One anyway, based off of I asked them to get the money out of my account and I didn't have the money in there. But from that one instance, they shut down all of my accounts with them and said I couldn't have a relationship with them. So like I have business accounts with you I was paying on, personal accounts. So when I see stuff like that, I'm like, oh, hold on. All right, I see how y'all gonna act. So I guess I'm not gonna pay it all together. Like I'm not gonna deal with y'all all together because I just don't like the relationship. I just don't like the relationship. So y'all have to figure out how y'all feel about y'all relationships and whether or not y'all want to settle with these companies. But to me, honestly, I'm over it in a sense. It's so many other credit cards you can go with. And then two, some people know when y'all file bankruptcy, these same companies let y'all back in. I was told I need to pay most of my charge-offs, even though they're 7 years. Oh, the 7 years is in. Yeah, when you buying a house, they're gonna include that in your debt to income ratio. Only reason why they're telling you to pay your charge-offs is because they're on your credit reports. If you actually remove them from your credit reports, they won't see them there, and then they won't tell you to pay them. And you're probably referencing just the mortgage. So they're gonna use 5% of what you actually own those charge-offs in your debt to income ratio. That's why they want you to pay that, pay them because they don't want to include them. But the authorized user does not count. Well, Nicole, so authorized users, I tell you all, get your own 4 credit cards. This fly is gonna kill me, but I had to have the door open earlier. Um, the I tell you all to have your own 4 credit cards. Authorized users count with your credit in general, but at the same time, I just don't like to count them I don't like to count them as like your credit. I want y'all to build your credit on your own. That's what I like to do. Oh, Carlos, oh yes, your book definitely was mailed out today. I can't wait to actually get it. But I'm doing really good today. I'm doing really good today. I was wondering if she is going back to school full time. She couldn't have pace to pay students while in school. Yeah, you're right. But guess what too? If she is going to school full If she is going to school, she don't have to pay back her student loans. But the point that she's on that income driven repayment plan, she don't have a payment, so it's $0. And then y'all know how they got the like after 10 years or something like that, they'll forgive you for student loans. That count as a payment. So that would count as a payment. So the point that they're saying she don't have to pay anything anyway, I think that that's good that she just stay like that. Now, when they get to the point where they're saying, hey, based off of your income, you'll have to pay a set amount of money, then I would say, hey, at that point, tell them you in school so you don't have to pay anything, but, or, keep it going for your 10 years. Oh, you just wait. Okay, bless that. You just waiting on your response from the credit bureaus. Okay, good. Yep, that's all you gotta do. Just sit back and relax, learn everything that you need to learn right now, and just go from there. And then Miss Nicole talked about how they said she owed $200 in late fees, and they never sent her the title. That's not good at all. And they harassed you for years. It just bad. I just don't like them. I messed up my years ago. Now I have two credit cards along with them. Yeah, you can always they'll let you back in, but it's just certain relationships. I guess they won't let you back in. And since I did that lawsuit, they really like, mm-mm. But it's okay. I was able to flourish without that, which is good. And y'all, I've been on my Dave Ramsey. I don't know if y'all see my Dave Ramsey here. As much as I talk about credit, I just really wanna be on my step. I'm really like Dave Ramsey helped me pay off a vehicle that was supposed to that was supposed to take me 5 years to pay. I had to pay in less than 2 years. So I'm just as much as we can get credit from this, and that. I'd rather y'all pay for that stuff in cash. And a lot of the people that's in here too, I seen people like if y'all was to listen to this, I seen people like literally becoming millionaires in like 7 to 8 years by just making sure they invest right. They put their money to the side and not being dependent on credit, y'all. Just not being dependent on credit. That's why I say if y'all was to sue y'all companies, take that money and start doing like the baby steps. Set aside 6 months of y'all money. If there's debts that y'all do want to pay off, go ahead and pay those debts off, but I'm telling y'all, as much as this price won't give me, as much as I like to teach y'all about credit, I really do love like to incorporate this. And if y'all have to get any type of loans, which is where I'm trying to have y'all, if y'all do have to borrow money, I want y'all to be able to get it at a very good interest rate. I don't want y'all to get no 20 something percent car note because that's just pushing y'all backwards, you know. And if y'all able to get credit and don't have to have these higher amounts, that's good. I would never put someone on my account ever. Exactly. And I would never get on anyone's account ever. Yeah, I don't know where you're gonna come up with a plan. It's all up to you. You don't necessarily have to use your credit. I done several cards are sinking in, they close. A good standing card. Okay, that's good. That's good. I have 3 credit cards, but jumped on my daughter's credit card because I have established credit. Okay, good. If she's in the income driven, keep the zero payment. Yes, definitely keep that $0 payment. You agree too, huh? Okay. I was on a 10-year repayment with my student loans and they did give close to $50,000. See, that's amazing, right? That is good. That is really good. So let me put Dave Ramsey back. Let me show y'all for this class. Like I said, we just have to do our I have to show you all how to do that pay for deletion. This is mainly with your they're not student loans. Oh my god, these are mainly with collections that usually do pay for deletion. Creditors never really agree to this kind of stuff. It's all these collection companies that agree to these things. Now creditors will agree to settling your accounts, yeah, selling for amount, but to do a deletion too, they're not a lot of times agreeing to that. But let me show you all the letter. You all already have this, and I'm going to show y'all gonna, because we already showed y'all that y'all had this already, but I'm going to just remind y'all as to where it is at. Okay, so let me flip the screen around, flip the camera around. Okay, perfect. So y'all remember this document, right? Oh, thank you so much for the populars. So let me show you. Y'all remember we had the addresses, we had our sample reasons, then we did our dispute letters. Y'all remember we did our dispute letters? Okay, so we did our dispute letter. So if y'all was to keep scrolling on this same document, which is the 60 points. So this is, excuse me, excuse me, I'm so gassy. Oh my gosh. So y'all remember the 60 points, it has this debt settlement letter, right? So basically it's time for us to look at it. Y'all have y'all also on here too, after the debt settlement, y'all got y'all free inquiry removal letter. And then y'all have y'all validation of debt letter. This is that longer one that we had. And then I added that other one on here for you all too. So y'all remember the one that we just went over yesterday? It's on that same exact document. Y'all already had this paid for deletion, but now I'm just now finally going over it because it's now inside of our book where we're supposed to talk about the pay for deletion letter. Okay. Okay, so let's actually go ahead and look at it. Let me just tell y'all what this letter is about and how to like create your own too. Okay, so when it comes down to the debt settlement letters, all you have to do is fill in your name, your address. It's up to you if you want to put your social security number, your date of birth on there. A lot of times too, that could just help them look up the account. That's up to y'all creditor, or y'all collector address. Y'all can pick who y'all sending it to, and then you'll actually put the date on here. So you'll put the date here, dear collector, whoever it is, let's act like it's LVMV funding, a collection company. Y'all can put y'all account and y'all account number on there. Y'all can pick y'all want up here, y'all want it down there. I do tell y'all to switch up y'all letters though, because everybody have the same letter. Kind of switch it up. But I'm gonna show y'all right now how y'all can switch it up. Okay. So this is what this letter say, y'all. So it says in the last 6 months, I have been facing hard times with losing my job. My mother passed away and my brother going to jail. All this is, y'all can switch this area. All y'all doing is telling them a sad story as to why y'all wasn't able to pay. A lot of us can, tell them exactly what happened. You know, put exactly what happened. This may not be your story, but this is some people's story. This is why they wasn't able to pay. So you basically apologize for that, but you're saying you want to come down here. You're just saying, hey, but I want to actually settle this outstanding debt, and I would like to offer you 20 cent on the dollar. So like every $100, you want to pay $20. So if you got a $300 debt, that means that you're if you have a $300 debt, that means you're willing to pay $60, and then they'll get rid of this, they'll delete it from your credit reports. You can change this though. It could be 40 cent. You done? Okay, have a great day. Turn that light off over there for me, please. Thank you. It can be 40 cent on a dollar. It could be 60 cent on a dollar. Y'all can pick how much y'all want to put on the dollar. Okay. And then put the dollar amount here, you know. So again, if y'all say y'all gonna do 20 cent on a dollar and it's $400, um, and it's a $400 debt, then y'all put right here the $40, basically. Okay, y'all get what I'm saying? And then y'all gonna keep this here. So another key thing that y'all want to have in y'all debt, y'all pay for deletion letters, you basically want to tell them you better hurry up and do this now because I'm trying to give money out to whoever willing to settle the fastest. So currently I'm in negotiation with other creditors on a similar deal, and I would like to close my account with you fast. So you basically want to hurry up and get this stuff done fast. If I receive the signed agreement from you, I would gladly send out the payment overnight. Sincerely, and then your name. Make sure that if y'all telling them y'all gonna pay them, you know, whatever y'all say, y'all tell me y'all gonna pay them $400 on the $2,000 debt. Make sure you really got the $400 because you talk about how you gonna overnight the payment to them, and then you just gonna put your name here. So with this letter right here, if y'all want to know just how to formulate it, y'all can always just change this first line up here. Basically, this is the reason why you wasn't able to pay. I lost my job. I just had a baby. My kids got sick. Whatever happened. You can put that on here. It ain't none of their business. You can keep this like this. It's up to you. And then you will change this. How much are you willing to pay? Oh my gosh, I think probably need to drink some more water. Excuse me. So 40 cent on the dollar, or put the dollar amount here. Okay, so y'all will put the actual dollar amount on here that you're willing to pay. And then change this too. A lot of companies will do like 60 cent on the dollar. Oh, I like those, princess. Thank you. A lot of companies will do like a lot of companies will like the 60 cent on the dollar. but y'all would change the dollar amount. Y'all put the 60 cent on a dollar and then put the actual dollar amount after y'all calculate what y'all dollar amount is here. Okay. And then just put your name down here. Okay, so y'all get how y'all do like a pay for deletion, and what y'all want to do is y'all want to send it to the company. I would say y'all would go ahead and just send it out certified mail, So go ahead and send out y'all stuff certified mail so that they can actually get it. You can track that they have it. And if you don't get a response in 30 days, think of it as they probably don't want to do it, if I can be honest. Like they just don't want to do the settlement that you did. And then two, there's companies out there that will settle with you all. Like I told you, our portfolio recovery, that's the company I did a pay for deletion with. So when I settle with them, they have it in their rules that when you pay whatever y'all agree on, they're gonna automatically delete it. So you don't have to worry about sending them a letter, all this stuff. You can literally get on the phone with them. If y'all was to get on the phone with them, just ask them, hi, is this call being recorded? Okay. And then two, we got iPhones, so we can record on our end too. Y'all know we got the little record thing. Well, I don't know what y'all got, but we can record on our end too. So you can record the call that way and let them know, hey, I'm not saying that this debt is mine. This debt is literally just on my credit reports and it's hurting me right now, and say, hey, I'm negotiating with a lot of other companies. You want to make them know that I'm negotiating with a lot of other companies. So if we can't come up with an agreement, I can understand. Okay. That is what you want to say. You don't want to get into the logistics of the debt at all. All you're doing is negotiating. And I said, too, tomorrow we're going to do this right here. I went to negotiate and what to actually offer. So we're going to actually do this tomorrow on day 19. When I do this, I'm going to teach you all on how to negotiate when you all are actually taking legal action. So like I told you all, I like to do settlements when it come down to all of these companies after we sue because now it's in my favor. Now I'm trying to figure out how much money I'm going to get, you know? So I like to do it at this stage. When y'all doing it this way, they trying to see how much they can get. When we doing it my way, I'm trying to figure out how much I'm gonna get. And I told y'all when I did my complaint with Midland, when I actually filed the lawsuit in court, I asked for them to delete the account from my credit reports. I asked for them never to talk to me about that debt, and I asked for $8,000. Yo, that's not what this is. This is, hey, I'm trying to pay you. This right here is how much you finna pay me, and you better delete it from my credit reports. That's what this is. And don't ever talk to me about the debt. So tomorrow, when I teach you all how to actually do like y'all negotiate, how to negotiate, what to offer, we're gonna basically go out off of chapter 8 inside of this book. Okay, but this is still an option for you. Like the lady came on talking about Capital One, she can fill this out for Capital One and see what they say. If they take it, they take it. If they don't, they don't. But have the money ready or whatever you negotiate with. And usually, if you're gonna do a one-time payment, they should give you a great, great discount. And if they don't give you a great discount, y'all, I'm telling y'all, just hold your horses. As my dad would say, hold your horses, just wait and go through the process of this right here. Okay. So that's what I would suggest. Do anybody have any questions though about um this letter here? Like, do anybody have any questions at all as to how to do it, what to do, and all of that good stuff? And you'll just send it to the company. Like I said, send it out certified. If y'all gonna call, which is, for something like this, if y'all know y'all finna pay, call them. It's as simple as that. If y'all know y'all gonna pay, call them. And I talked to the other class about when we talked negotiations when I was doing my legal class. My professor talked about negotiation. She said a lot of times too that negotiation changed when you actually sue. Okay. So whenever you purchase any of the books down below, you have access to a free course. So this is inside the course in sections 1 through 10. Okay, so once you buy your books down below at the TikTok shop, you have access to a course that have all your free downloads there. Okay, so I'll actually text you so you can have access to it. That's where this is at. It's there with all your dispute letters, your required removal, everything you're gonna need is all in there. So I suggest people get number 5 on here because I give you all 3 books that you're probably going to need for your credit, which is going to be this book here, Raise Your Credit Score 100 Points in 30 Days, which is 9 o'clock. Right now, we're doing this book. So we're doing this book right here. We're on day 18. It's 75 days total. So every day we're doing something to increase the credit score. That's what we're doing right now. Okay, so every day we're doing something to increase the credit score. So that's exactly what we're doing in this book. So right now we're talking about, hey, if you do have some accounts on there that you want to actually negotiate with, here's your pay for deletion letter. Send it out right away. That's basically what today's is. So you want to keep records of all your communication with them. You gonna ask for that agreement to be in writing. And I told you all too, you're verbally talking to these companies if y'all on the phone, record y'all in and let them know too. Okay, are you recording on your end? Okay, I'm just gonna record on my end too, and then make sure that they understand that you're recording, because in certain states, it's illegal to record without their permission. And then just make sure that settle with something that you're willing to basically pay. And that's it. And again, I told you all I would rather wait to do this right here, but again, this is just how I feel about it. Everybody have their own thing, like how y'all want to deal with these companies, what y'all take from them, what won't y'all take from them. Y'all all have your own thing that y'all willing to do. So tomorrow, when I talk about when to negotiate and what to offer, I'm going to go based off of this book, period. So I'm going to start just teaching y'all the negotiation part of it all. Okay, and let me actually check. I wanted to see if I actually got that. Hey, Unique. I didn't even see you was here. Didn't even see that you was here. I'm gonna see if I got that response. Okay, perfect. Oh, oh no, I thought I sent that thing out. Y'all, let me send this to you. Oh no, it did. It did go out. Okay, good. Okay, perfect. Okay, I just want to make sure. Does this cover removing charge-offs and negative payments? And when you say does this, are we talking about the actual letter that we're going over right now, or just the class that we're in right now? Because like I told y'all, the debt settlement that we're doing right now, this is really, when we talking pay for deletion, really only collection companies do pay for deletion. These creditors not gonna like delete your accounts. The only way I told y'all that my best way to find out to get creditors to get stuff deleted from their credit reports is when I actually sued them, and I have $40,000 worth of debt that I didn't have to pay. Other than that, I don't know. Like you can get it removed from your credit reports by just disputing in general, but I mean like a guarantee. I didn't have to pay mine, but if y'all finna pay y'all's, that's gonna be a thing. But it's not no guarantee that they're gonna remove it. Y'all now still gonna have to fight with the credit bureaus to have them remove it from your credit reports. Okay. And then also too, even one of the companies that I did not sue, which was a major, I'm gonna say it's a major credit union. It just was a credit union in general. What I actually sent them a letter threatening them and actually showing them all their errors. I said I was gonna sue them. Then they willingly removed it from my credit reports, and they also sent me a printout showing me that, hey, we sent this into the credit bureaus. We're gonna remove these accounts from your credit reports. But that was me doing what I'm telling y'all now, was showing all of the different errors. But that is the deletion. Even if you were to pay these companies, they're required to just put on there that you paid the account. That's it. Okay, so if you want to get the accounts removed so you can really fully move on with your life, then that's a deletion. You need that thing deleted from your credit reports. And that's how y'all gonna really see y'all accounts. I mean, y'all, that's when y'all gonna really see y'all credit go up. Yeah, I don't know what that is about with this. I don't know what that comment. Keep kind of, I don't know what's going on with that. But again, I tell y'all all the time that when it come down to these accounts, this disputing, that's what y'all have to do. But if it don't work, then y'all know y'all other option. If y'all really need off y'all credit reports, y'all literally gonna have to take the legal action. you know, to get them removed from your credit reports. I have a lot of collections on my credit reports. Well, depending on how you look at it, that could be a good thing because now you can sue them and work, uh, sue them all. Work to get that stuff removed from your credit reports, and if the credit bureaus don't remove from your credit reports, sue them and ask them all for some money. When you sue, do we have to go in person or in court held by Zoom? Most likely. So it's different. So I know that certain court, um, everybody courthouse is gonna be different. For my courthouse, I know that they have like a special thing where if you don't want to go through like I think they call it like the ideal program or something. That was done by Zoom. Um, and we didn't have to go in. All of the you we was able to send all of our documents electronically. Now we can't even file documents electronically in my courthouse. We have to mail them in. But when I did like a motion to compel, which I'm telling the judge, hey, they not doing this, they not doing that. I need you to tell them to get on their case, basically. Then I actually had to go in for our actual court date. But some of them are doing it actually online, but you have to ask your courthouse. You can call it there and ask them, hey, are y'all doing Zoom or y'all coming in person? And I know too, when I had to go like to family court in a certain state, like we still was doing it online. They never told us to come in at all. I'm like, yay, I'm glad y'all kept this stuff online. Like, who wants to come in? You know? So it's gonna be up to your court on how they actually handle these different things. Yeah, so it's gonna be up to your court on how y'all handle these different things. And I just want y'all to know too, when I talk about like, oh, y'all just sue these collection companies, y'all, they're suing us. They're suing us. And then too, they're suing us and hoping that we don't come in so that they can go ahead and garnish our wages. They can get a judgment on us and garnish our wages. So y'all going in and settling with these collection companies that don't have documents, y'all basically standing up for y'all. So don't look at it as, oh my gosh, we taking advantage of this. No, only way y'all able to sue anyway is because y'all have been violated. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to give y'all legal advice. It's just something that I realized. And guess what? I know that a lot of times that we're not suing. I'm not making this a race thing, but it's some real stuff, y'all. We're not doing it. Everybody else is doing it. Everybody else is not, they handling their business the way they need to handle theirs. So, I suggest we go ahead and do what we need to do. Did you download the delete letter? You asking me, did I upload it yet, or are you talking to somebody in the group list today? Because you talking about the pay for deletion letter? You saying is it available yet? Because y'all had that available last week or a week and a half ago. It's just inside of the 60 points in 60 days. It's in that packet. It's in there with y'all free inquiry removal letter. We haven't even talked about inquiries officially. We're going to talk about inquiries later on in here. We haven't even talked about it officially. I just kind of been talking to y'all about it, telling y'all how to remove it. But it's right in there with there. It's in there with y'all dispute letter. The dispute letters y'all been sending, that's what it is. Okay. So do I assist with this? I don't so I have this book right here called Suing to Win. I haven't fully figured out how to fully assist y'all. Like I told y'all that I can assist like family and stuff like that. I'm willing to create documents and stuff like that. They're family. Like what y'all gonna do? Like, you know what I mean? I'm willing to help them with certain documents because they are my family. But I think this is gonna be the most assistant that I can help y'all with. Right now, I'm creating like, how I'm doing like the templates for letters. Right now, I'm working to do templates for like your complaint when y'all do y'all lawsuit. And the same way we right here talking now about how to dispute the credit bureaus, I'm thinking like when I'm in law school, I'm only going to focus on people that's actually doing their cases. I want us to all come together, talk about where we're at, talk about what's working, what's not working. I think that's the conversation I want to have going forward. And we're going to all learn that way. Even though I went through this 3 separate times, it's certain things I can say, certain things I can't say. Um, but that's what I can help with. You said we cousins, I need help. We really cousins, I got you. I just be thinking about with me teaching y'all this, I told y'all TransUnion had a huge problem with this, y'all. It's public records. Me and TransUnion had a settlement. They found out that I was had a credit company. They like, she's just doing this to sue us so that she can teach them. Da, da, da. I've been was finna teach y'all. That's why I've been in law school. I mean, been going to heading my way to law school. I really went to school just so I can be able to learn this further and be able to spread the knowledge within our community. That's it. So it's a big thing that they really don't want y'all to know this information, like seriously. And I don't know about the arbitration clause or anything like that because I never had any type of clause with them because I always sent my stuff certified. I never did like these online disputes. When y'all do online disputes, they got these special things that they have y'all that we don't even read. Y'all signing certain things. So since I sent my stuff certified mail, I never remember no type of I never had that kind of problem. And all I know is this the process that I went through. And I'm not saying that this process because clearly got to say that, TransUnion thinking you were going to just talk about this, y'all, you only suing us right now, or you gonna tell us all this, you gonna tell them all the information based off of this lawsuit. No, I'm telling y'all all the information based off a class that I took that taught me how to sue in federal court, period. So I don't care if it was a car accident, I don't care if your dog bit my child, like I know how to sue in federal court. Y'all know. It just so happened that I've been working on credit for years, so I can tie it all together. And I've been reading all of the different cases. The clause in your terms for the credit cards. Well, guess what? What I realized too, because when it came down to arbitration, I was concerned that I need to learn this because when you go to court, they're gonna be like, okay, who your arbitrator gonna be? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like Googling who the arbitrator gonna be, who finna pay for this arbitrator. Y'all know how much money that is. So I'm like, who finna pay for this? All this stuff. So I know about the having to go through that phase. But my thing is, I will find out about the arbitrator after I sue you. If that's what you want to come with, you should bring that up after the lawsuit is in, because you got to think about it. Not only would I be suing like the company, I'm suing all three credit bureaus too, where I'm suing whoever is reporting the debt. So it's not necessarily just I'm suing that one company. So if this one company want to leave and say, hey, we're supposed to be in arbitration, fine, but the rest of y'all standing here, we still doing a lawsuit. That's how I would look at it as. And my professor told me too, because we didn't really go over arbitration. So I did civil litigation 1 and 2. So we went over just suing all together. She didn't they didn't fully teach us trial because she said, hey, most of these cases finna be settled. That's all it is. So be open. When they start talking numbers, you talk numbers too, or you be the first one to talk numbers. That's something that she taught us. She said they settle right away. She said, once you think that they're not settling with you before, that's fine. That's because you haven't done a lawsuit. They don't feel like they're obligated to anything, and they know you're not going to do anything. So she talked about how you put your lawsuit in and you start settling. So if there is an arbitration clause, I will find that out after they get served. Come and tell the judge there's an arbitration clause. Come show them proof that we are supposed to do an arbitration clause or whatever that is. And she said too, I had two women, but she said that learn the stuff as you need it. As you start needing certain things, learn it, because you're going to be learning stuff that you don't even need, like you're worrying about the wrong thing. Like I had three separate lawsuits, y'all. I haven't dealt with arbitration, so a lot of people talking about it now until they bring it up saying, hey, we supposed to do the arbitrating or whatever it is. Then I just don't worry about it. I would just wait till that part come up. That's what I would personally do. Like until they bring that up, like, hey, we supposed to be in arbitration. I'm just going, I wouldn't say play stupid, but I'm just gonna just wait. I'm ignorant of the fact that we supposed to be in arbitration. And if you think we supposed to be in arbitration, I need to see that contract. I need to see that document because I haven't seen it at all, you know. So that's what I would think about with the arbitration. So don't respond with the CFPB, do a physical letter. Yeah, so what I would suggest is this: do a physical letter to all three credit bureaus. That's considered. Oh, here it is right here too. Let's see if y'all gonna see it. Okay, kinda. No, it ain't gonna work, y'all. I'm over it. Okay, so round one goes to the credit bureau. So you send a letter to the credit bureaus. You say, "Hey, I got these accounts on my credit reports," and y'all have all the letters inside of y'all free course. So sent a letter to the credit bureau saying, "Hey, these accounts are on my credit reports. What's going on with them? I see all these errors. Delete this stuff from my credit reports." The credit bureaus are going to delete it, or they're going to come back and say, "Hey, these accounts are deleted, and but these accounts right here, we're going to keep it on your credit report because they came back verified." And they're going to say it's verified or updated, and then they'll usually say like the company, say if it was Capital One that updated it, LVMV Funding, Midland, whoever it is, it'll come back as is verified or updated with that company. So at that time, you got to send a letter to the credit bureaus and also send a letter to the company. So the letter to the credit bureaus is going to say, "Hey, you said these companies verified it. Can you give me the documents? Just give me the documents that they use to verify because I still see errors." And then the letter that you're going to send to the company is, "Hey, you verified this debt to the credit bureaus. Can you please send me all of the documents that you need? And if it's a collection company, hey, I need other documents now. I need the documents showing how I owe you. I need the document showing that you actually own the debt." So you asking a collection company for way more documents than you will ask the creditor for. And that's why when somebody said, "Hey, I got a lot of collection," it's like, okay, well, that's even better then. Now, if these companies, such as the credit bureau, still want to let us down your credit reports, and that the creditor collection company still want to sell your credit reports, and you still see errors, then at that point, if it was me, I would send another letter to them. "Hey, you're messing up my credit. I would have been applied for some credit cards. I would have had some denials. I would say, hey, I can't get approved for these. I can't get approved for credit cards. I'll make sure too. I try the different bureaus. I will try credit cards that's gonna pull all three credit bureaus. That's what I would personally do. And then I would go because my professor made it very clear that you need damages from everybody that you're trying to sue. That's something that she made it very, very clear about is that we need damages from all the companies that we're trying to sue. So everything I want to make it very clear, just in case people are listening. This is stuff that I learned from my professor. I literally took classes to learn these different things. So I would actually get my denials, and I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna send a demand letter. I'm gonna ask each of them companies for $10,000, $9,000, 15,000. Y'all pick what y'all want to ask them for, and tell them, hey, I need you to delete it from my credit reports. I want y'all to send me this money, and I never want to hear about this debt again. If y'all decide not to do it, then I'm going to basically sue you. But guess what? Y'all have to actually sue, because just doing that, them companies gonna be like, "Girl, you better go." But when I send a demand letter, you should send that to their registered agent. The registered agent is basically going to be their attorney. That stuff is going directly to their attorney. So it's like, I warned you. Now, I realize that the courts don't normally do punitive damages. It's to punish them, or willful non-compliance and stuff like that. Now, you can say it's willful based off of, hey, I warned you about this. I showed you all of my errors on my credit reports. I sent you letters for months. You still decided to keep it on there. But like punitive damages, that's where you could be able to try to get more. But still, my professor said once you actually take these companies to courts, that's when they'll think about settling with you. Other than that, you just running your mouth. And she talked about like we actually talked about the CFPB, and she was talking about how they're basically a government agency, but at the same time, they're not the courts. Like you think that she made that very clear. These are not the courts. Y'all think that y'all can complain because she talked about how people when they get in, they have something happen to them at the doctor or something. They want to go and talk to these licensing agencies. This and that. She said, no. If you have real damages and you want money and you want real action, you have to sue them. So she made it very clear that you can go to some of these agencies and ask for help because there was so many different agencies. But y'all know CFPB is more in line with us. But she said, listen, that's not going to be the one that's going to get you the money that you need or actually give you the results. A lot of people think that it is. You have to actually go through with the lawsuit a lot of times to get the action. So, like I said, I would rather send out those letters, send out my demand, and actually go and do the actual lawsuit. And Midland and portfolio recovery. So I have the settlement with Midland. I used to say a lot about what Midland told me, but I'm not. Uh, I'm gonna leave that alone. But I'm telling y'all, we just have to go through the steps that I'm talking about, and really the steps that I learned to hear from my professors. Like I took two separate classes on it, and neither I didn't need these classes for my degree. So like the degree that I'm doing now, I didn't need them. I just took them because I literally emailed my professor like, "Hey, listen, I got some cases. I got problems right now in my life. I need you to teach me how to do a complaint." Because when I did my very first complaint with when I did my very first lawsuit, when I first went in there, the creditors kept saying, "You need to throw this out because she didn't even state a claim." I'm like, "State a claim? What is that?" So, they can throw your stuff out for failure to state a claim, basically showing how they have damaged you and actually present law. Like how we talk about the FCRA, you have to actually put the laws in there. You got to actually have the counts and stuff like that. But when I took my class, my professor taught me that. So when I took the class, she actually taught, "Hey, this is how your complaint needs to be structured. You need to show the their duty, what was their breach and what was the causation." And she went over all of these different things. And what was your damages from all of this too. I didn't know none of that when I did my first case. So I was scared out of my mind. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I was scared out of my mind, which is why I actually made sure that I took the classes to be able to learn it all. But again, she just made my professors. I'm telling you, I got to make sure I email her because I told her, I said I was going to email her a few days ago. I really need to email her, let her know where I'm at now, and you know continue to go from there. But I really was like, I need to take more classes on being able to sue in this sense. But I want y'all to know that this process don't have to be hard. I tell y'all, I can't talk about my case. All I can talk about is public records. I can talk about what's public. So public records is this. When I put my case in finally, y'all, I put my case in October. By December, I had a settlement with Equifax already. And then TransUnion settled, then Experian settled, and then the collection company settled. The whole process took me less than a year. Okay. And I have settlements with 4 different companies. That's all I can really talk about in a sense with this. Okay. And when it came down to Midland, my case with Midland, I think that that thing took so when I sued in state court, they removed it to federal court, which scared me. Removing it mean, hey, she said federal law. That mean the federal courts need to actually hear this. So they removed it from state court and put it in federal court. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is these documents? Federal court documents, they look scary at first, but now that I know how they all go, I know how stuff's supposed to be structured. I like federal court now more than state court. Think of federal court like this. Y'all going to the CFPB and y'all just putting in whatever y'all want to put on that thing and y'all hoping that they'll help you. Federal court is you're actually doing a dispute letter to the credit bureaus. You just got your dispute letter perfect. Think about it like that. You send a letter. It's hard. Some people think it's easier to do a complaint with the CFPB than it is for you all to do a letter to the credit bureaus because a letter is more structured. Y'all remember what our letter looked like? Let me go to it again so y'all can see. Like it's just more structured. State court, anything go. Nobody know what's going on. Ain't nobody doing nothing on no time schedule. They got a time schedule, but it ain't the same. Okay, so let me show y'all here, like what I mean by it's more structured. And hey, how are you doing, Melvin? Let me flip this. So this is like the dispute letter that we created. It's like not on the right page. Let me actually come up some. So like look, on here it's more structured. You got your name, you got your address, you got your social security number, you got your date of birth, you got the name of the bureau that you're sending. You know, you have your accounts listed. You talk about what you want them to do, and you also put your name on here. It's structured. When y'all do something with the CFPB, y'all may have 1 or 2 lines or maybe 4 lines. It's not structured. Y'all just putting in a box on what y'all want. Y'all put a box what y'all want them to do, and then y'all tell what happened, and that's it. This right here is like way more structured. In y'all letters, y'all basically identifying yourself. Y'all talk about who y'all talking to, who y'all mailing it to. Y'all talk about y'all reason. Hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing a formal complaint to delete the inaccurate information on my credit report. That's the reason. You know how on the CFPB y'all have the reason. Think of this like that. And also too, y'all listing all of the accounts together. Y'all telling what's going on. Hey, I got late payments. My payment history is inaccurate. The account is re-aged. This collection is missing key details required for verification. So y'all putting y'all accounts on here, y'all putting y'all reasonings, and then y'all putting a whole bunch of legal stuff as to this is why you better do it. They know this stuff. You don't even really need to put this stuff on here. They know all of this stuff, you know. And then y'all putting y'all name down here as y'all signature. So this is just more organized. State court to me, usually, state court, if y'all ever went to state court, y'all know state court got their own forms. I remember I tried to do my own complaint. Now that I know how to type up complaints, I don't like your form. I don't want to fill in your form. Because it's certain things like kind of like if y'all dispute online, y'all can't put all of this stuff on y'all disputes. Y'all know that a lot of time too, right? Sometimes they'll make you pick a reason why you're disputing. What if I don't like the reason why you're disputing? What if I want to put my own reason? And we could put 5 paragraphs about just one account on a dispute letter compared to when y'all doing a dispute online with them in their system. They'll have like one reason and what you want me to do. Like, no, I want to put all of my stuff on there. So that's how I want y'all to look at like this, like the dispute letters. Think of them as like y'all dispute letters, y'all can say what y'all want to have. Y'all can include as much as y'all want to have on there. And with the CFPB, y'all more structured. It's not to me the best. It's not structured. And I could be butthurt about CFPB not answering my stuff, but now that I'm happy honestly, the CFPB did not answer and do what I wanted them to do. You know, I'm happy about that. Can I send this as a validation too? How do I access the link? So whenever you purchase any of the books, so you purchase any of the books, you actually get all of this stuff for free. You actually get all of the stuff for free. Let me see if I can show you. So there you go there. And then let me put my phone number on here for you. Okay, there we go. Certain things I can say and I can't say too on here. See what time I don't like it. How do we decide what amount to ask for? I don't know. I say go high. One thing I realized they gonna pay what they gonna pay. So, go high. Say whatever you want to say on there, but don't go too low. Like what you think? Tell me what you think your number is, and I'll tell you. All right. But I always say too, you're welcome. So let me tell y'all what is in this book. Let's do that because this is my professor taught me too. This is all off of what my professor taught me about negotiating. So she said that you should probably like if you want to get $5,000 for $5,500, start with 10,000. If you want to get 15,000, maybe start with 25,000. But y'all have to realize too, y'all have to figure out what y'all number is. You know how they talk about, oh, you're supposed to get $1,000 per account. I can tell y'all now that y'all do that. That's not um I haven't heard other lawyers talk about that. So when I talked to other lawyers, they was talking about how they was helping their clients get at least 3,000 for accounts, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. I was hearing them saying that they was able to help their clients get that. So I'm saying if you can help the clients get that, then maybe y'all should ask for that yourself, basically. But I just talked to a lot of attorneys figuring out, okay, what are y'all actually helping the clients actually get? And I say, hey, if they helping their clients get that, then y'all should ask for it. I really want to settle laugh out loud and delete that. I really want you to do it that way too. I really want you to do it that way too. I really do. And that's why I'm going to law school. I was talking to my team today and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep my head down. I got this just after this. When I started law school, I got 3 years of law school. I'm gonna continue to teach y'all all that I know right now, and then you know, a lot of y'all, like y'all talking to me right now. I know y'all. If y'all really stay locked in for real, I know by the summer y'all will have settlements, and then y'all gonna be believers. Once y'all become believers, then y'all can be people that say stuff that I can't even say. Y'all know y'all can say stuff that I can't say. Once y'all become believers, and actually work for you all, I believe that y'all gonna be able to become believers, and then I'll just be able to focus on this end, you know. But this is what I really want for y'all too. I'm not going to law school for nothing. If I can, that's why I said too. I was wondering too, like if I say I don't want to, if I say I'm not gonna go to law school, what would happen to me if I was to actually help y'all with y'all paperwork? What would be the consequences of that? Like because I got 3 years. I'd rather just wait to be an attorney and help you all. That's what my thought pattern is. Like, just wait, become an attorney, and help you all. But I think that as long as y'all watching, y'all send out y'all dispute letters certified, and y'all just don't play about yourselves, where y'all not gonna back down and say, you know what, they offered me $1,000, Keita, and they gonna delete it, I'm finna take it. Like, girl, you better not. As long as y'all don't get that point, um, and y'all actually will actually try to go for a nice amount, something that will help y'all pay off y'all other debts for the companies y'all did not sue for, help y'all pay off y'all cars, put down payment on y'all houses. It can really change y'all life. It's like it really can, seriously. That's what I'm saying. You got all them collections, that is a good thing. Only because them collections looking at you as a meal ticket, why not look at them as a meal ticket? Because they're violating you. But now that you know your rights, you actually taking advantage of it. Okay, that's kind of like the people that know taxes. They know how to do certain write-offs, and now they're not paying all that money in taxes. It's not wrong for them to take advantage of that now and use it. Same way it's not wrong for us to sue because they suing us. Y'all would rather them sue us and we get garnished, or we gonna garnish them, and get us a check. Y'all have to figure out what end y'all want to be on. And right now, it's hurting us so bad to the point where some of these companies are violating us, and we're not doing anything. So, you just want to figure out what side that y'all want to basically be on. Okay. So now I'm about to get ready though, y'all. In a few more minutes, I'm gonna actually help them do their dispute letters because they haven't done any first dispute letters yet. So they're gonna actually do their first dispute letters. I didn't ask y'all, I asked the last class, like, where are y'all at with y'all credit? What's the updates? Right now, y'all learning about credit. Y'all really learning how what because after y'all learn this stuff, y'all know how to deal with collection companies from now on. Y'all don't have to worry about them just putting some on y'all credit. Anytime they call y'all or they text y'all looking at them like, well, I'm finna get paid if you violate me. Instead of, oh my gosh, you're finna hurt my credit. You like, oh, try me now. Y'all know what to do now. So right now we're trying to figure out, not figure out, right now we're learning, okay, this is how I deal with collection companies. So I don't never have to worry about they just putting this on my credit. I don't never have to be scared when I get a call, text, email, or if they're mailing me anything. I'm not scared anymore. Now we're going to learn how to actually continue to build our credit after we learn this, how to build our credit, and then how to maintain it now. Okay, but how are you all right now? So I'm going to make sure, get pedals, I'm going to make sure that I send you the information to the course after I get done going live. Okay, so I'll send you the information to the course. But where are you at now? Everybody good with their 4 credit cards? Are y'all getting any updates from the credit bureaus? Have any of you all start removing those inquiries earlier? Have y'all been paying down y'all credit cards? Have y'all seen any movement with y'all credit? Like, give me the update on everybody, like where you all are at. Where are y'all stuck? Is there anything that y'all feel like y'all stuck in? Like right now, like while I'm going live and y'all have me available, use me, Keita, this is happening. What the heck is this? Or what's that? Or Keita, can you, especially if y'all a member, Keita, I'm trying to do this faster. I heard you talked about how certain you could do this faster. What can you do for me? Is there anything that you could do faster for me? Is there anything we can work on right now? I know Unique, I think that was Unique, right? Let me see. No, that wasn't Unique. Somebody said, hey, I'm just waiting to hear back from the credit bureaus. I thought that was Unique. Unique just said yes. Um, But over here too, hey, I'm just waiting to hear back from the credit bureaus. I think that was blessed today then. I'm just waiting to hear back from the credit bureaus. Okay, but what else? Like, anybody else have any things that y'all working on? Because I know we learning how to deal with these collection companies, but is there anything else? Anything else that y'all working on? Anything that y'all need help with, or y'all good? And then yesterday we talked about late payment letters for the people that's not a member. Did y'all send out y'all late payment letters yesterday? Crystal, you're hilarious. They get on my oh, excuse me. I don't know why is he so gassy when I'm doing all this talking with y'all. Excuse me. She said portfolio recovery get on my nerves. If I would have knew to sue them back then, like fool, I already did my own lawsuits, so I shouldn't say if I knew to sue them. If I would have the confidence to sue them, if I knew how good it was, I wouldn't have been giving them not a dime. I would not. But it is what it is. I didn't know. Sometimes we ignorant. We didn't know. That's kind of like y'all ever got in y'all first car accident and y'all didn't know y'all should have asked for more money in y'all car accident. Y'all didn't know that they would have paid more for like your days off of work. They would have paid more towards your car. You didn't know that you should have got more for the value of your car. You just didn't know. But now you like, no, I'm not. They need to pay for this, they need to pay for that, they need to do this, they need to do that. It's different. I've seen a few denials by mail creditors with the Okay, so one deletion settlement and email settlement. I didn't open it though. I didn't want it to reset. Let me look at it. Oh, another thing too. Remember, my professor said y'all need damages. Anytime y'all get a denial, don't look at it like, oh, look at it as okay, I got proof as to why I messed up and I need to sue. Look at denials as that. Okay? Look at denials as that. Okay. So I had talked to an attorney that talked about these cases because I wanted to send my clients to these attorneys, right? I'm able to talk about this. When they talk to they say, hey, I want to see all your certified trackings and I need your denials. Do you have denials of credit? If you say no, they're like, you ain't even got no case. Don't even come over here talking to us. We need denials. And we need denials from all three credit bureaus. So that's why I'm saying go ahead and if y'all apply for what y'all want right now. Okay. We already working on our inquiries and stuff like that. Apply for whatever you want, especially the pre-qualification, because they'll still tell you why they denied you too. So apply for what y'all want. If y'all get denials, that's okay because y'all can use that in terms of y'all lawsuits. If that's something that y'all want to actually do, if y'all actually want to go towards y'all lawsuits. Can you do late payments with Kickoff? Kickoff is hard for late payments, and right now too, I'm helping somebody. We're just suing Kickoff, which is sad. We're just suing Kickoff right now. I'll let you know how that goes. I'll let you know if they're giving up money and how much, because Kickoff is more of a newer company. I can file a lot of lawsuits from any of the older companies, but late payments are a hit or miss. I have removed late payments from Kickoff before, but they are harder to remove late payments. It's harder to get anything fixed. Kickoff and Self, they think that they're able to just put the accounts in your credit reports and leave it at that. But even if like their late payments, how I was showing y'all like let me show y'all. Y'all know how I was showing y'all like the payment history on some of these accounts. So let me flip the screen and show you the payment history. Okay, so let me see. Y'all remember I was showing y'all like the payment history on these accounts, like this is December of 2019. This one says they okay, and they not late. This one say they 30 days late, and that say they okay. This is not good. It's no way that this is one account and one bureau is saying you late and the other one said you wasn't late. Like, how is that possible? Kickoff and Self think that it's okay to have bad payment history, like the history don't line up and you're supposed to be cool with it. They also okay with not having, like, if you do have a 30-day hiccup or whatever, they not okay with fixing this stuff. They think that they just have to report the good payments, and then if you had a bad payments, they just leave you there with it, even if you need to have it updated, if you know what I mean. So, like, say if you say, "Hey, Kitty, you just asked me about late payments. What if you only had this late payment right here, like for December 2019? You only had that 30 days late, and you know you just trying to remove that." Sometimes they don't think they need to update that or remove it, so you can ask the credit bureaus, but then you risk getting the whole account deleted because the credit bureau's too lazy to just remove that one late payment. And then too, when you ask them, you can still ask them. I was still send it certified though, ask them to remove that late payment. But at the same time, you know, th- it's just a hit or miss when it come down to them. I talk about them a lot. I really do. I talk about them a lot, but if they're messing up, they messing up. I'm not married to none of these companies. Like as much as these companies can help you, like I was talking about Navy Federal. I tell you, who I love Navy Federal. Somebody came on here and said, "Hey, Navy Federal was being racist to me." They said that. I said, "You know what? I had the same experience, but I let it go." But come on now, how often do we need to hear this? How often does this need to happen for us to say, we're going to do something, we're going to change it up? I'm not married to none of these companies, meaning I'm willing to go with any other company. I don't have to stay with a certain company. So yeah, I have a trade line with Kickoff that's late. So I would say just bring it back current. And then two, send them a goodwill letter. You have the goodwill letter inside the course. Send them that goodwill letter. Ask them to remove it from their credit reports. But we are officially at the 9 o'clock class. So hopefully the people that's in the 9 o'clock class, if y'all are staying for the 9 o'clock class, put 9 p.m. in the chat, which is right now. This is right now. I just want to know if y'all actually here because we're gonna actually start doing, you're welcome, Tiffany. We're gonna actually start doing our dispute letters today. So I told y'all day one. Oh, you're definitely here, Indigo. Okay, perfect. So day one, we already got the reports. Wait, no, day one we have to. Well, I tell y'all get the reports day one, day two. Y'all get y'all reports. Y'all start setting y'all goals, saying, "Hey, this is what we're going to do." Now I have to teach y'all dispute letters. So I already taught dispute letters inside of this one already. We already did our dispute letters. We already mailed them out. Say, okay, we already got that stuff done. So now inside of here, y'all have to learn dispute letters. So a lot of people was like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Sabrina." A lot of people were saying like, "Oh my gosh, we still doing this stuff like because y'all setting goals." But guess what, y'all gonna bypass them very very soon because while they're still trying to learn everything in here, which this is a good class because y'all can learn a lot of stuff. This class is more action packed. That's why I say do them both. Get the packet. Because if you get this packet right here, I mean, get the packet with this in there. Hey, Dre, and you get this one in there. And then you also do the win to win. You already have everything. So I say do the 8 o'clock, stay for the 9 o'clock. And then if them companies don't want to remove it, please think about really suing. And I'm here to talk to y'all. And I'm going to actually get an attorney that's going to tell me what I can say, what I can't say, what I can do, and what I can't do. I have made that decision already. Like, I want to get an attorney so that I can figure out how I can help more. Okay. But I'm gonna show y'all the report that we're doing. So I'm just gonna wait the 2 more minutes, let everybody come back in. I mean, let everybody come in, and then we're actually gonna start doing a dispute letter. Now, remember, this class right here is like literally straight action. After I talk about disputes with y'all today, I'm not talking to y'all no more about disputes, right? I'm not telling y'all no more about this. We're gonna send out our disputes. Y'all have to wait 30 days for them to come back. So we gotta mail out the disputes to all three credit bureaus. After this, y'all, we on the bigger and better things. The disputes is one small, I don't want to say small, it's a big part of what we're doing, but at the same time, it's other things that we need to do. We need to work on our late payments. We need to do authorized user. We need to make sure our 4 credit cards, 2 installment accounts. We need to remove our inquiries. We need to pay down our credit cards. We need to deal with these collection companies too. So collection company a lien on my put liens on my cars. That's why I say we need to sue them, y'all, because like what? Like what? And then y'all have to realize too, once they take their action, they did everything that they were supposed to do. They probably sent you a letter already, you ignored it. They put it on your credit reports, or they went straight for a lawsuit. You probably just didn't go to your lawsuit, or you lost the lawsuit because you kind of probably didn't know what to do or didn't ask for certain documents. They got that judgment. After they got that judgment, they put on your they put these liens on. They got access to do these. Is that kind of what happened? In a sense, that could have been other steps in there, but that's basically what these collection companies do. Then you got their number from the DMV. That means that you ain't even know they went through all this other process. They went through all this other process behind your back in a sense, because you couldn't even fight for your rights, you know? Okay, so I hope that you figure that out or what to do about that, because that is not good. That's really not good. Okay, so let me make a copy of this. So y'all the 9 p.m. class. Let's get into these letters because I want to make sure that I'm sending out your stuff. You was never sued. Well, how did they put the thing on your credit then? If you I mean on your car, unless you didn't pay your card note or something, or unless it got something to do with your toes and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm in Florida. Y'all know we got toes out here, so. Okay, so let's actually get into our letters because we don't have that much time. So, do y'all know what dispute letters is? I just checked my son's who's turned 18 and he's at 800. Okay, that's amazing. We don't talk about those things here, um, relationship things, but the thing, do y'all know what disputes are? I want to stay focused, y'all. Do y'all know what disputes are? Like how they work? They mean, because I need to know before I get into this, because I don't know how much I need to teach y'all, how much I don't need to teach y'all. Do y'all know what disputes are? Y'all know like a dispute letter, y'all got to send it into the credit bureau certified. Like, what does this mean? Why are you doing it? What y'all supposed to get from it when y'all send it in? Do y'all understand this? Because we're going to get into this, but I want to know how much I need to teach y'all before we actually get into it. Yes, I do understand disputes. When I learned he could be an authorized user to a header history, I was on it. Okay, perfect. Yes, I put my daughter on a lot of my cards. I put her on like 8 of my credit cards. Dispute letters is highlighting their errors. Yes, yes, yes. Good evening, Drew. Okay, so everybody know what dispute letters are in a sense. Okay, so the letter that I'm going to show you all have, as long as you bought your books, you all have access to it in the course. Okay, do dispute letters go to the bureaus or the creditors? They can go to both. But right now, what we're going to do is because you have to send one to the credit bureaus, we only got 30 days. We're going to focus on the credit bureaus right now. And then I'm going to redo this. And then also, too, inside of here, they still ain't sent out their round, too. So we're on day 18. So in 10 more days, I'm going to go over this. So y'all just think, hey, in 10 days, mark your calendars. That's the day Rakita is teaching round two. Because we're not going over that in this class. So if you already have this on the 28th day, that's when we're going to do round two in here. Because that's what I'm gonna show y'all the dispute letter. We're gonna send one to the company and also the credit bureau. So think round two of this book, that's when we're gonna actually do that. Okay, so y'all understand that? We're gonna send one right now to the credit bureaus. Okay, perfect. So y'all kind of understand what's going on. Let's actually do our dispute letters. So let me tell y'all something before we start. Okay, I'm gonna try to explain this very fast because we don't have much time. And we're literally making a letter today. Y'all have access to get 6 months of dispute letters done for you. All you have to do is just get your report. So you will see inside the course, it'll say, hey, these are the steps. Y'all complete them steps. Y'all literally can do the steps for $1. Okay, do the steps. If y'all be out of $1, y'all will get the 6 months of dispute letters emailed to you. Okay, and then also if you want to join a membership, you also have that as a membership. But just make sure that you all purchase your books down below, or you won't even be able to get inside of it to even get everything done. So I am doing all of my disputes based off of this. Will you get basic information? Order my bundle 3 days ago. I don't think. mm, mm, Um. I don't know what you mean by basic information. I don't think I'm giving y'all nothing basic, honestly. I'm telling y'all all the secrets that I have within my credit company that I would never tell anybody. You know, if I can be honest, I wouldn't tell y'all this. I wouldn't give y'all no documents either. I'll make y'all come and pay for my membership, which would be at least $100 to even get in, and I wouldn't give y'all like all of my documents, or I wouldn't make special documents for you all. So I don't think nothing I'm doing is basic. Um, But everything that I'm talking about, you all have it for free. Like if I like showing y'all a document, y'all have it all for free. So not basic information. Would you give us a template because I don't have mine yet? Everything is inside. Everything is already in the course. Do you have um do you have access to the course? And even if this is free knowledge, y'all, I really think this is really like nobody out there teaching y'all how to sue. Nobody out there really have like settlements with these companies that's like, this is what you do. As far as I'm concerned, you know, I haven't received the bundle packet. Is it available online as well? Oh, you saying, oh, so no, you have to wait to get that in the mail. You have to wait to get that in the mail. So all of these right here, these are actual physical books. So you have to wait to get these in the mail. But even as you all are waiting to get these in the mail, the most important things, like think about it like this. This is just a gateway. The most important things are the actual dispute letters, the late payment letters, all of those things. Yeah, you're using this to track, but yeah, the stuff that you want is a course like that. To me, that is the gold of it all. That if anything, y'all know y'all can do this stuff like this, but like what I'm telling y'all, what I'm guiding y'all on, and actually having a dispute letters and stuff like that, that's the most important thing. you know you like Esther and Rose? Let me screenshot that and send them to it. They gonna love y'all. I'm gonna send that to them. They gonna love that. No, no one else is teaching us this. So many people talk in circles. I appreciate you. Yeah, yeah, okay, perfect. And I give y'all the game, and then y'all literally can get inside the course by just buying. If y'all just wanted one book, like this book is what, $17 or something? Y'all can get the whole course. I can get one of them, okay? But let's get into this. Let's get into this. But again, if y'all purchase y'all books, I'm going to send y'all the course. So after I get done going live, okay? Okay, so let's actually start this process. Let me actually flip the camera. Okay, so we're talking dispute letters, right? Okay, so this is my sample credit report, y'all. Y'all know this is my sample credit report. Remember I told y'all I didn't IQ $1 at my house? Y'all remember that? This is what we're going off of. Okay. So this is what it is. So $1 for 7 days. After that, you can decide to keep it or cancel it. Y'all pick and choose. Okay. Now this is my sample report. So when I look at a credit report, I'm trying to find things that's wrong with it as to why the credit bureaus need to delete it. Okay. So y'all see all these red things. I talked to y'all yesterday about this. That means that there's errors, there's inconsistencies, not necessarily errors, it's inconsistent. Okay, so this is our Experian credit report, our Equifax, and this is our TransUnion credit report. Okay, Julian, can you give me the stand, because I think that it'd be better if I put up the stand so I can fully type. Give me the tripod, please. Thank you. So they don't have any public records on this sample credit report that I'm showing you. They don't have any public records at all. That's usually where your bankruptcy is going to be located. And these are all of their negative accounts that we're going to look at. So they have this Capital One on here. When you look at this account, we'll see that the account status says that the account is open. And then we look down here at the payment status, it says 30 days late, 60 days late, 30 days late. And then when I look down here at the payment history, I'll see, okay, right now they're currently 60 days late. That's the truth. That's what it really is. So an account like this, I'll think, okay, are they gonna really pay this account? If they're not gonna pay it, we should just hurry and get it deleted now because it's probably gonna turn into a charge off. Um, that's something I'll be thinking about. Like, okay, this is probably eventually going to turn into a charge off. So I'll be thinking, okay, should I be removing? Let me move my papers now so that we can put this tripod on, which will be easier because we gonna have to type, y'all. We getting down to work. Thank you so much, Julia, for getting the tripod. So I'll be thinking, are they really gonna pay this account or what? Like, what's the truth? Like, are they gonna pay this or what? Because if they're not going to pay it, then we might as well delete it from the credit reports. If they are going to pay it, I say, hey, bring it back current. And then you could put this in your dispute letter and ask the credit bureaus to remove these late payments on here. Okay, so we'll ask the credit bureaus to remove these accounts. So what we're doing is we're finding all of the errors on our account. We're finding out if we want to remove the account or if we just want to. Okay, wait, this is it here. Okay, this looks good. Let me see. Let me just pull this over here more. Okay, y'all can see that good? Y'all like that view right there? I'm just making sure y'all can see because we got the tripod now. Y'all put yes in the chat. If y'all can see it good, it all looks good to y'all. Y'all can see the screen really good. They said yes. What you mean over? Closer maybe? No, I think it's over. Where you had it fine. It's closer. Where you had it was fine. She should be. Okay, right here is good. You think? Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Right there. Okay, yes. It's angled. Okay, let me see. Maybe I could just put this in front of me then. Might just change the camera. No, this is not it. The position. I think that it's honestly gonna have to be angled unless I pull my computer back, y'all. I think this is probably gonna be the best position right here, y'all. Is that better though, right there? Okay, that's better. Let's move that up because y'all don't need that. Okay, so now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna type. I gotta try to get in here now, y'all. Let me try to scoot up here some and then we're gonna get started. If I can find my way. Making my way downtown. Okay, here we go. All right, so we have to figure out, do we need to keep the account on here or if we need to delete the account? So account like this, I'll say, hey, be honest. Are you gonna pay it? If you're gonna pay it, let's just ask the credit reviewers to remove the late payments. And then you want to actually make sure that you get the account back current. So we'll dispute this. Like if you see like your status says 30 days late, I would say do a dispute to the credit bureaus and tell them to make it current. Okay. Now, when we see accounts like this, you see like this is the name of the account. These are the three bureaus. If you see that your account status says derogatory, payment status is collection and charge off, we need to delete that. Don't go back and forth of let me see if I got late payments. It don't matter. Your payment status says charge off. It's already bad. Period. It's already bad. Period. Okay. So when I'm saying it's already bad, period, y'all already need to just get the account deleted. I think that's better now. So y'all already know y'all need to get the account deleted, period. And look, when we talk about errors, what we're gonna put our dispute letters as to why the account should get deleted. We're gonna actually look at these payment. You're gonna look at your payment history for y'all charge off. This is where y'all gonna definitely find the reasons as to why the account should be deleted. If y'all feel like y'all can't find none up here, y'all looking at this payment history, y'all have to just compare each line and see if they line up. So again, this is one month. This is another month. So it say 30 days late and 60 days late, and then TransUnion not saying anything, which is incomplete data. So y'all can always find errors within y'all payment history, okay? And if y'all collections ever have payment history, that's an automatic reason why the account need to be removed because it's not reporting properly. Okay, perfect. Now y'all see we have these collections on the credit reports. I'm just trying to teach y'all the different kind of accounts and how to read them, okay? If y'all see collections and y'all see that if they say medical, automatically think HIPAA violation, meaning that this collection company may have data about our medical history that they just should not have at all, okay? So automatically think a HIPAA violation. And also, what I like to look at for collections is your last data activity. So you want to see if the account is being re-aged. So I'm gonna try to explain this to y'all in an easy way. So accounts stay on they're supposed to stay on our credit reports for 7.5 years, but it's supposed to be on there 7.5 years from our last data activity. Your last data activity is formulated from the first day that you became delinquent on an account or the last time you made a payment. So let me give you an example right here, because once y'all know this how y'all can catch all of y'all collection companies, no matter what, y'all gonna probably y'all catch our collection companies with this. So again, the first day that they became delinquent on this account right here, if we just look at the payment history, they became current for 2 months. Y'all see that? And then look, the first day that they became delinquent was August 2025. So they got 7.5 years from August, not August 2025, August 2020 to keep it on the credit reports. So if they want to sell this collection to a new company, this collection better have August 2020 as their last data activity. Okay, they better have that, or the last time that they made a payment. But let's act like they never paid on this account ever since then. Let's just act like that's what happened. So when you go down to these collections, right, you're going to see that these collections usually going to have a date after the date open. How do you have a date after the date open when this date is supposed to be based off the original creditor? The original creditor sold it to you. So it's no way you can have a date after the date that you opened it. This is the date that the collection company said that you opened the account with them. Okay, so I always think that this date right here need to be before this date. If it's not before this date, you already know that they trying to re-age the account. And a lot of times, if y'all look at these accounts, look at they have the last reported. They have 9/15/2020, and the last date of activity is 9/15/2020. That's their way of re-aging it. That means that this account really ain't gonna never come off your credit reports because every single month they changing the date to make it seem like you just got this debt. Like you basically made some type of payment or you re-aged the debt. The only way you can re-age your debt is you make any type of payment, even a dollar payment. That's why these collection companies are trying to get y'all to even put a $5 settlement agreement together or whatever, because they also have something called the statute of limitations. They only have a certain amount of time from your last date of activity to actually sue you too. Okay, so if y'all re-age the debt yourself by making a payment or agreeing to pay them, then at that point, y'all re-aged it to the point where now they have more time to sue y'all, which they didn't have at first, but y'all gave it to them by settling with them. And then, too, they got more time to put on your credit reports. So I said all of that to say this. Look at our collections going forward. If we ever need a reason, this one say 2/1 of 2020. For one thing, look, both of them they got two different dates. That's a problem, period. Like how it's one collection, they should not have two different dates. And look, 2/1 2020, 9/13/2020. And look, these dates are even different. The day opened are different. And then these dates are even after this. This probably should say 2019 or sooner. Because again, this date should be based off of the original creditor. So if y'all ever try to find out something with a collection, y'all like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Always see if they're re-aging your debt. Okay. So that's something y'all can look at. Now, let me see if we can find some more errors on this debt. Look at this. This is a collection company, right? I'm just trying to show different errors, how to read these different accounts, and then we're going to create our letters, right? The high credit. The high credit is the most that you ever owed on the account, period. Period. And if how do they and if they are, how do you fight that? We fight about sending out dispute letters. If they don't fix it, correct it, we sue them. Period. That's what we do. So we're gonna go through that process because I'm gonna teach y'all how to sue later on. I'm gonna teach y'all the full process of suing for one whole day. But right now we're just doing our dispute letter. We're trying to catch them up. We're just trying to put it on the letter. Like even if y'all put you are re-aging my debt on your dispute letter, you are re-aging my debt. It's a HIPAA violation with this account. The balance is incorrect. If that is true, for sure, and they can't show proof that you're wrong, then it's automatic. You should be, I'm not saying you should be able to win a lawsuit, but I will believe I will be able to win a lawsuit that way, basically. Now, this is important, y'all. High credit. So, high credit is the most that you ever owed on your account. The balance for your collection company, they shouldn't be adding any additional fees to your collections. So, if y'all see that the balance is higher than a high credit, the most that you ever owed on your account, you automatically know something is fishy with that account. Okay, so you can say, hey, the balance is incorrect. You can also point out the balance is higher than a high credit. That's impossible. The high credit can never be less than the balance. If anything, it needs to be equivalent to the balance or more than the balance. So you can say that in your letter, okay? Let me find another error. Oh, this is another big error. Y'all need to just see how all of these accounts got something different going on as to why we need to attack them, basically, and how we can attack them. So right here, this is the high credit on the account. They're basically saying that this person paid $1 because the high credit is $1 off from the balance. So if you see the high credit, this is basically what it should be from the original creditor. When they bought the debt, this is how much you probably should have owed. We got to assume, okay? Again, I don't even need to talk to this person to figure out what's wrong with their credit or what you can say to fight them. So this right here, this credit, this high credit right here, they're basically saying that this person paid $1 on the account, or they basically got the wrong balance, which is a problem. Okay, so That's basically what you need to look at. If you all have paid collection, which this is a paid collection, what they can point out is, hey, the date open is incorrect on this account. They can also point out, hey, the last date of activity is incorrect on this account. Hey, I'm missing comments on Experian. You could just say whatever, basically. You just find all the different errors and hope that the credit bureaus remove it. Hey, it was my understanding that this account was supposed to be removed from my credit reports, and I still see multiple errors reporting on this account. That's why I say, don't, when you pay collections, a lot of times too, it's going to be hard to find certain things because y'all main thing y'all gonna see problems with is y'all balance, but now that y'all paid it, y'all at zero now. So what y'all finna say? You know, and then y'all last day of activity can be a big problem, which y'all still can talk about it. But even if they reagent, well, I wouldn't, let me not even say that because that's still a big problem. If they reagent your debt, it's still gonna stay on your credit for a longer period, which is a problem. So look at y'all last day of activity, because I was gonna say, even if they are doing that, but I just don't think a collection company, if I was to be their attorney, I wouldn't think that's a good argument. So I'm not, I think this is a good argument for us. You keep it on my credit report longer. I paid you. Why are you trying to keep it on my credit report longer? Can y'all get what I'm trying to say? Like, no way you trying to keep this on my credit report longer. I paid you and you're still trying to hurt me. So I would look at it like that. And again, when y'all see emergency physicians, y'all can basically say a HIPAA violation, okay? Because a lot of times it is HIPAA violation, but again, look, the date open is still incorrect on this account. The date of last activity is incorrect on this account. And look right here, the account information disputed by consumer, it meets the FCRA. Anytime you dispute a collection, they're supposed to put this on all of your accounts. They're supposed to say that it's disputed. I know some lawyers that literally they don't have that wording on there, because if you all are applying for a mortgage, and if they have like dispute notes like this that you're disputing the account, y'all know that they don't include that account on your mortgage calculation. In terms of when they pull out credit reports, they don't factor that in your credit score. That's why when you're applying for a mortgage, y'all may hear them say, hey, remove your disputes with the credit bureaus. That's because they can't see your true credit score because you're saying that you're disputing it. And I'm just telling that to y'all based off me being a real estate broker and helping a lot of people buy a house. But you can see right here, they even put on here that it's disputed. But you know that they most likely put that on here because they already got it deleted from these two bureaus. These most likely was based off of disputes. This account stayed, they end up paying it, which is not what I like for us to do. Okay. All right. So now I kind of taught y'all these different accounts. Let me teach y'all how to just make it simple. So we looked at all of these different accounts, fine and dandy. We know what's going on. So this right here, this is what you all see in the course. So you will see the 60 points. I'll show you all this. These are just some accounts I think that you all may want to look into. These are the addresses to the credit bureaus. We're going to put this on our dispute letters. Okay. And then this is our actual dispute letter. You all have this for free inside the course as long as you purchase the books down below in the TikTok shop. You purchase the book down below in the TikTok shop, you'll have access to this, okay? So this is the dispute letters with the credit bureaus. And then you also have the debt settlement letter. I just went over this in class number 7 and 8, the 7 p.m. class and the 8 p.m. class. And y'all have a free and quiet removal letter too, debt validation letter, and then y'all have another debt validation letter down here at the bottom. But we'll talk about this stuff later. I'm just telling y'all it's all together. So when we need to get it later on, you be like, where is this at? Where is that at? It's literally all together. Um, so let's actually start doing our dispute letters. So what we want to do, I like to just copy. Actually, before we do that, let's start filling it in, okay? So we have to put our name here. So we'll put our name there. We'll put our address here. Can y'all see this? Okay. Orlando, Florida. Let's make up. This is all fake information. I'm just literally making something up. Let me actually zoom in some for you all. Okay, perfect. And then we'll put a social security number on here. So we just creating our dispute letter, and my computer don't like when I share my screen like this. It's crazy. And then we'll put our date of birth on here, okay? And then we're gonna leave this information here because I'm gonna show y'all how to fill that out. Let's copy this name. Let's copy it. Let's put it down here at the bottom. I don't believe in signatures, I'm just going to put the name down here. I'm not putting no signature, and I don't suggest y'all do it either. So now we got to send this to all three credit bureaus, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this letter just like this. So copy it, and then we're going to paste it on here so that we can have three separate letters. So now we have three separate letters. We got one letter here, we got two letters here, we got three letters here. Don't forget, all of these things that we're doing is in your course, okay? So don't think, oh my gosh, you're going fast. You can just rewatch it. Okay, don't overthink it. Um, let's go up here and let's copy the names to the credit bureaus. So let's just copy. I'm just gonna copy all three and then I'll paste and delete it as we need it. So let's paste that here. So this is gonna be our Equifax letter. Okay, this is our Equifax letter, and we're going to format these letter so they can look good. This is going to be our Experian letter. And then this next one right here is going to be our TransUnion letter. So we did the letter going to look kind of sloppy now. I'm going to show y'all how to easily, quickly make it look better. Okay. So y'all see now we got our credit bureaus on here. And this is where we're going to mail it out to. All of our letters that we send to the credit bureaus, collection companies, we're sending it certified mail. Okay. So for the people over here too, like don't forget they watching. So y'all know certified mail is how we're sending these, okay? And I'm sorry if I'm not looking at y'all comments, but we literally only got 15 minutes before questions. So I really want to be able to teach all this. But don't forget, y'all have access to get 6 months of these things. Like literally, I'm doing these three bureaus for 6 months for free. I have access to this because I understand some people just not going to get it or it's time consuming. My system will automatically populate this. It's so easy. Okay, so y'all already have room for y'all accounts. So over here, we got multiple accounts. I'm not gonna have time to show y'all all of them. We got one account, two accounts, three accounts, four accounts. All these need to be added. Five accounts, six accounts, seven. Y'all see what I'm saying? We got a lot of accounts. So y'all see how I say one, two? We literally need to list all of them accounts on whatever credit bureau is reporting to. Okay, so I already have some stuff on here like not mine, no contract, not liable, unverifiable. You can actually keep that on there, especially if it's identity theft. But my thing is, I know that we're going to want to sue these companies. So again, I know that we're going to want to take the legal action and actually sue these companies. So I want us to be very specific as to what's wrong with the accounts. So when we actually sue them, they can actually look on their records, be like, dang, we did mess up. Let me go ahead and cut you off some money. That's what we want them to have. So let's actually start adding these accounts, and we're going to change our dispute reasons right here. Now, on these other ones, inside of of course, y'all have y'all dispute reasons, but let me copy it from our last letters. Or let me show y'all these. This is the end result of a dispute letter. This is from class number 7. This is how we're going to make ours look, just in case, so y'all can see. We got the name of the account. Y'all see how we listed all of the accounts. We said why the account need to be deleted. And then we have it all looking uniform. We have, again, Experian on here. Everything is all lined up. This is basically what we're going to create. Okay. Now, I have some easy dispute reasons that you all can use, which is right here. Like the balance is incorrect, the payment history is inaccurate and missing, the account is not mine, the debt is being re-aged inappropriately. So, like for collection companies, the account was paid, but it's still showing a balance. It's a duplicate account. This is reporting more than once. The account is too old to be reporting. The creditor never for validation. The payment histories are incorrect. I paid on time. The collection account is inaccurate and unverifiable. We're going to actually use these reasons right here too. Okay. So let's actually start doing our disputes. Let's start with our first account. So let's make it easy. Let's just use our dispute reasons that we have there. And then if you want to learn more, you all have access to learn more on how to make these more specific. So let's copy the name of our account. Let's add it right here at the top to this one. Let's add it right here. We're gonna make up an account number. So they have account numbers right here, y'all, but I made it where y'all can't see it because this is somebody wrote report. Okay. So I blocked that out. And then too, don't forget, this one is about late payments. Okay. So we're gonna basically say that we shouldn't be late on this account. That's what we're gonna say. So I'm gonna come over here to our reason. Y'all literally have a whole document full of reasons um, that y'all can actually use, okay? But we're gonna just use these reasons now. So with this one, we're gonna say that the late payments are incorrect. I paid on time. Okay, we're gonna use that as a reason. Now I'm gonna come to the tab and paste it here. If not, then this formatting gonna be here. I just want to change the formatting up. I'm gonna paste it here, and then we're gonna say, please remove the late payments. It's simple as that. That can literally be your Capital One account now. Now, this is the thing. This is reporting on all three credit bureaus. So we want to add it to all of our letters. So let's copy this Capital One. It's on Equifax. Let's put it on our Experian. I like to just put it at the bottom. Okay, put it at the bottom of our Experian. Let's put it on our TransUnion. We're going to put it at the bottom. Okay, don't overthink this. Y'all may think that this is so simple. Make it simple. Trust me. Make it simple. Don't make it complicated. Y'all may think this is hard. It's really not, because sometimes I do like a whole 2 paragraphs like this about one account for like people that's in my membership that ask for like premium disputes. Y'all can get really deep with this stuff if y'all want to, but y'all can keep it basic like this. I have seen people have basic disputes just like this and still get a settlement. Okay, so we did our Capital One. Now let's do this account right here. So let's copy, before we copy this account name, I like to keep this template like this. So let's copy this template a few times so we'll just have it. Because I like to just fill it in. I don't want to make it hard on us, okay? And then any extra we have, we'll just delete it. Okay, so let's copy this. Now this is on all three credit bureaus. We just need to keep that in mind. Okay, so we're gonna say that. Let's look at this account and let's see what's wrong with it. So we can say something about the payment history. We can't say nothing about the balance. We can say something about the high credit. Let's look at some of our reasons. So the payment history is inaccurate or missing. Let's say that for that charge off, which is a good one because there's so many errors in that payment history. So we're going to go ahead and put that on this area right here. And two, that second line that y'all see automatically say HIPAA violation too. Y'all need that for y'all medicals. So always just put that on there. Y'all will find out y'all had a HIPAA violation when they actually give you them documents during settlement. Okay. Now, before settlement. Now we're gonna say this, the payment history is inaccurate or missing, and then we're gonna just keep this. Please delete it from my delete and remove from our credit reports. Only reason why we change this is because we want them to remove the late payments. Okay, or another thing too I like to say is please update this account. I honestly don't like to say nothing about deleting and removing or nothing, because if you do, they're gonna try to just delete the full account. These letters are being scanned into their system. Think of it like their own chat GPT. Think about their own AI. That's it. Their own AI gonna read this. And if you put certain things on here, they may read it wrong, and we don't want them to do that. Okay. So we want to copy this account because it's on all three credit bureaus, and we want to paste it on our other letters. So we want to paste it down here. Okay, I don't like that I formatted that like that, but it's okay. We'll fix it. We want to paste it on here. Okay, good. So now that account is on all of our letters. Okay, let's see what's our next account. Okay, so this right here is only on TransUnion and it's a medical bill. Okay, now look, it's being re-aged. Since it's a collection, we want to just make it simple. We're going to just say that they re-age in this account. Okay, that's what we're going to say about this one. So let's copy the name. Now, instead of adding on Equifax, it's not on there. So we can't put on Equifax. Skip that. It's not on Experian. Skip that. It's on TransUnion. So find the first spot on TransUnion, which is right here. Y'all see how it started on TransUnion 11, 12, da, da, da. I'm going to teach y'all how to fix that after we're done with our letters, okay? So add the account there. We said that the account, where was it at? It's being re-aged. Where is that at again? Okay, this debt is being re-aged. Okay, so we want to paste that here. We want to copy that again. We're gonna make up an account number. If y'all Y'all gonna have the account number. I don't need to tell y'all that. And then please delete it from my credit report. And is a HIPAA violation. Don't forget, we want to say something about this HIPAA violation. So we're gonna just add that on the end. We're gonna just leave it like that. It's only on TransUnion, so now we get to go to our next account. Everybody following along with me right now? Don't make this hard. Y'all literally find one or two things wrong with it. If y'all want to get into paragraph mode, because y'all watched some of the other videos, now y'all understand paragraph mode, get into it. But if not, don't overthink it. Just do our dispute letters, okay? So we're going to add two more accounts on here, and then we're going to clean up the letter, and then I'll answer any questions y'all have, okay? Because we still got the 45 minutes at the end. So let me copy this right here. So this is only on Experian and TransUnion. We're not gonna put this on our Equifax letter. So let's go to the top of our letters. So this is Equifax. We gonna this is Experian. We're gonna add it. So let's paste that there and make up an account number because again, I blocked it out for y'all so y'all can't actually see it. You know, the account number is here, it's just blocked out. And then let's see what's wrong. The date open is incorrect on this. It is being re-aged, okay? We can say the balance is incorrect and it's being re-aged too. We can say them both, okay? So let's actually, for this one, let's just switch it up and just say the balance is incorrect. You can put more than one. Actually, this is already on there too. So look, we can just copy them both. Perfect. We can have them both on there. Delete this account from my credit report. Did I see that that was medical though? No, life storage. I don't know what that is. Let's just leave that where it is. Okay, so let's copy this account here. And again, it's on Experian and TransUnion. So let's add it to our TransUnion letter. Here's TransUnion. Let's add it to the bottom. Okay, perfect. Now it's on there. Okay, one more account and then we're gonna clean up our letters. Okay, so this is the name of the account. Again, it's only on Experian and TransUnion. Okay, it's a collection. So let's use that same. It's still got a balance. The balance is incorrect too on this one. Remember, I just copy and pasted because of the formatting. Okay, the formatting of this is wrong. It will mess up our letters. I just don't have time to be messing up our letters that much. I'll show you what I mean though. So this is our experience, only on Experian and TransUnion. So let's paste this name right here. Let's paste the account number. Now remember we talked about this reason right here, right? So if I paste this on here, it just will look crazy. You see, that's just because of, I don't know, is Google Docs, is the formatting. If you put anything within here, it changes the format. It change whatever format you did have, whatever text, size, all that stuff is going to go out the door. And I just don't have time for that. So I just like to just, put it into just into a tab and change it. That's just me. That's what I like to do anytime I have that. It's just easier to me. Okay. Now this account right here is on Experian and it's also on TransUnion. So let's add it to TransUnion. And that's good. So we still got 2 more minutes. Let me show y'all how quick we're going to edit these letters. So don't forget, it's still way more accounts, but y'all just do the same thing. Y'all can talk about the balance again for this is re-aged again for that same one. You can say this account is being re-aged. This account is a HIPAA violation because it's medical. This account is being re-aged. It's HIPAA and medical. It's HIPAA again and it's medical. Don't overthink it. It's HIPAA and it's medical. I mean, it's HIPAA, it's medical, and it's being re-aged. Okay, HIPAA again, balance, and it's re-aged. Oh my gosh, look at the dates on these too. They say 2016. This one say 2020. Oh, the count is from 2016. So this one is just all whack. Y'all see this? This is crazy. So don't overthink it, y'all. Y'all just put them reasons on there, okay? Then when y'all give the documents, or if they don't get a documents, that's a whole nother reason for suing. Okay. So now we got everything correct. Let's start formatting everything. For one thing, we don't need these extras because we don't have this stuff. We don't have anything on these. Y'all see how that's blank? Those are just reasons. We're going to delete that. We want to change the formatting on this. So we want to highlight these and then click these three dots right here. And y'all see this right here, the bulleted list. Click this once, twice, and look, now the numbers are gone because we don't want the numbers there. Just look tacky. Okay, so now this letter actually kind of look good. It's almost done. Let's go and fix this stuff too. So do we have extra accounts? Okay, we don't have extra accounts on here. Only thing we need to do is click that thing twice again. So 1, 2. Okay, now our letter looks good. Okay, we're going to come down here. Okay, we got an extra account right here that we don't need. Let's delete that. Is there any more extra accounts? No more extra accounts, but these numbers, again, I don't want that on there. So I'm going to do a bulleted 1, 2. Okay, perfect. Now it's still not perfect though, because I want to make sure we have the same size, the same font, everything the same. So I'm just going to highlight all three of our letters together. So look at that sincerely. It's bigger than the name. And then I'm going to just probably do like a size 10. Let me see. Nope, that's too big. Let's do a size 9. I like the Times New Roman. My professor told me that they like to use that in court, so I just tried to use that everywhere. Federal court likes Times New Roman, size 12. I just try to use that as much as I can. But this one, we're not going to go with size 12. So now let's look at our letter. Look how formulated it looks. It's, we got our personal information on here. We know who we sending it to. Make sure y'all sending this out certified. I expect y'all to make y'all letters tomorrow. Y'all need these out ASAP. If y'all want to do the 6 months of letters, y'all have access to that. All y'all gotta literally do is be out of $1 to make sure y'all have y'all reports. Okay, so again, let's actually delete this by just bringing it up here now because we want our letter to look good. So again, this is all formulated. It's all on one page. Look, now our Experian letter is up here. We got to move this down to its own page so when we print, it'll print correctly. So our Experian letter is looking good. It's looking good. It goes to the next page, but that's fine. We just need to get our TransUnion off of our new Experian page. So let's bring that down. Okay, let me see. Okay, that's good. Okay, this is looking good, looking good. Nothing out of whack. Perfect. Now look, our debt settlement letter that y'all have, it's on that page too. Because y'all may only print out these pages. Y'all may edit it just like this and say, hey, if you print these pages. Like if y'all do print, y'all may only say, hey, I want you to print pages 3 through 7, right? And 3 through 7, look, this is our actual letters now. It's this simple, y'all. Don't overcomplicate it. The hard part is already on here. With this lingo right here, y'all put the reason for y'all account. Don't overthink it. Y'all let them know, hey, this is Monique. This is where I stay at. This is my address. This is my social security number. This is my date of birth. You know who I am. This is who you are. I'm mailing it to you. This is what y'all need to delete. I need y'all to delete all these accounts. And this is why y'all need to delete it. Now, don't play with me. I want y'all to make sure that y'all send me y'all results and my updated credit reports after 5 days, period. Mail it to the credit bureaus, send it out certified. Y'all have the addresses on there, okay? That's basically what this is here. So y'all see how that's all perfect? And it didn't take us that long. All y'all got to do is just learn how to copy and paste faster. Don't make it into a hard thing. But those are our dispute letters, okay? So let me see if y'all have any questions for me because I'd be happy to answer it. Wait, before I do that, let me show y'all how to. Okay, let me see. I think this is it here. Yeah, this is here. Okay, let me share this screen so that they can see it, y'all. So remove this. Y'all see I gotta do. Okay, let me stay focused. Okay, let me stop sharing that. Let me share this. Y'all just looking at the back end of all of this. Okay, let me add this. I need them to be able to see it, y'all. Let me see if they had any questions. Okay, so So when y'all purchase y'all books down below inside of the TikTok shop, right? This is what y'all will see. This is what y'all, I would text you this, you can have access to this. This is the course. Okay. So the 6 months of free dispute letters, y'all have that as an option. So how I created that was 1 month. I'll recreate 6 separate months of that for you all. You can just go in and edit whatever is deleted, and then it will say the stages. It'll say what need to be said each month that letters need to go out, because every time you need to say something different. But we'll create these and email them to you. Okay. And then two, you also will have option to join my exclusive credit membership if that's what you want, where you're like, hey, Keita, can you make them more detailed? Can you create my letters for me? Or two, if y'all want to do calls with me, so y'all able to actually get on the phone with me. We can talk on the phone and figure out whatever y'all got going on, okay? So that is also another option that y'all will have if that's what y'all want to do, okay? This is no push. I really don't. I'm telling y'all, don't, please do not become my client if y'all not serious. If y'all don't keep your credit reports open, if y'all not gonna do what I tell y'all, just be honest with yourself. Like, you know what, let me not waste this lady time. Please don't do this part. But I do have it available for those that want to be a part of the membership, okay? But I do suggest too, y'all do premium disputes. If y'all part of my membership and y'all don't do premium disputes, my assistant will create y'all letters, and she is creating the kind of letters that I just showed you, where you get like a one-liner every single month or two-liner every single month. Y'all really need to send them out very detailed, and y'all need to send them out certified mail, or y'all not really going to this and y'all have a chance of them actually suing y'all. I'm just being honest. Y'all need to sue or be sued. It's really that type of game. I realize that. Okay. So y'all know all y'all got to do is do these things. So this is free. This is free. Y'all need this because y'all gonna need to tell people to stop sharing information. Somebody had like 100 companies that's literally sharing their information. That's why you guys could have a high chance of identity theft. Okay. So this, why y'all still got that? Y'all need to go in there and tell them to stop sharing it. Okay. And then two, Identity IQ, $1, 7 days. This is what y'all were just looking at for that report. And then the application, this is where I can create the letter for you. The letters are going to be literally ready to mail. Literally, y'all can just print them out and mail them. I came up with the option for the 6 months of letters because at one point I was depressed. So what I did was I created 6 months of letters, and I literally just put them all in envelopes with my ID and social security card, and I just dropped them in the mail. I set a reminder every 35 days. I didn't edit anything. I just put them in the mail. So I started off with a lot of accounts. I may have had like 15 different accounts on there. By the end of that, I had like 2 accounts and they were scattered, meaning, TransUnion to have it, but Experian and Equifax are deleted, or like the other account had them on Experian and Equifax, but TransUnion got to delete it. So that's why I still believe in this. But at the same time, too, that don't mean you no longer owe that on that debt. So I know now that I would rather send certified, and I would rather go after them and sue them, so I don't have to worry about paying that debt, because I'm trying to negotiate me not paying on the debt. But this still works. That's why I do it, and that's why I make it free, because I'm going to go to law school next year. I'm not going to be able to be as present as I want to. So y'all have that as an option, right? And then I like for y'all to watch these 5 right here. Okay, I want y'all to watch those 5. And then two, these are all recordings. Okay, so these are like before, when TikTok, I was going live every single day for the 3 hours for a whole week. I was preparing for this. Um, so you will see the recordings of that. And then this book right here, that's why I said, even if y'all behind, y'all can easily catch up. People like, I want to join a class. Okay, well, the best part is the course. Getting the books is one thing. But this one right here, the Strong at 75, that's basically this layout here. So I did it once in the summer so y'all can see all the 75 days of it. But for y'all, I would rather y'all come here because this is where our downloads are at. So days 1 through 10, you can click right there. And then 2 over here, let me make sure I scooch all over some. Remember I told y'all had y'all dispute reasons? Y'all got a whole document of dispute reasons that y'all can use. I just used a few of them, but y'all got way more right here. Okay, so y'all got dispute reasons. This is where y'all go. This 60 points in 60 days. This is what we were just looking at, that packet we was just looking at. Y'all got all this stuff for free. Y'all have the whole course for free as long as y'all purchase the book inside the TikTok shop. Think of it as like a gift, okay? Think of it like a gift. So the example disputes is basically like how we just did a dispute letter. You got a copy of that, so you can kind of compare yours to theirs. Like, is mine lined up? What did I do wrong? Then y'all have late payments. I have 4 set of goodwill letters for like I have one for student loans and then 3 for other accounts on here that have late payments. Somebody in here said they had problems with their check system. So I said, you know what? I used to work at a bank when I was in high school. You need to send out a letter to get that removed. Check systems is kind of like it's a credit bureau for just like the banking system. If you owe banks, this is where who will tell on you basically. So you need to get that stuff deleted. Here's a dispute letter, and here is the example. The addresses, phone numbers to the credit bureaus, and then two inside of the Strong in 75 right here, this book right here. Y'all in the right now, y'all doing this book right here. Raise your credit score 100 points in 30 days. That's what we're working on. We're on day 3. But inside of the Strong in 75, I had something for day 1. So again, y'all will be able to use like, where is it at? Well, the videos are spaced in here. I kind of changed the format of it. Um, but y'all will see, like for day 1, we talk about this. I said, hey, y'all got to download it here. The first 4 days of the Strongest 75 workbook is here for those people that kind of want to see what it's about. Maybe you only got the 100 points. Raise your credit score 100 points. Maybe you already got the sewing book. Maybe you want to see what it's about. Y'all have that here. And then 20 example of things that you can do this week to improve your credit. If you don't know what to do, just make sure all of this stuff is done. Look in here, be like, I already did that. I ain't got that problem. Hold up, well, I do need to work on that. Then you'll know what to do. And then day 2 is some struggles that you all will be able to have, but that's tied to like what we learned about in day 2. But what we just did was this right here. We just went over this packet and then the dispute reasons. These are the dispute reasons that you need to put on to those letters, okay? But don't forget, y'all have this as long as y'all bought the books from the TikTok shop. You all will have access to this. Now, the other group, which is this right here, Strong in 75, they on day 18. Well, they just did day 18 today. So y'all gonna need their same documents too. So they got a refusal to pay. Y'all gonna need that later on. We talk about collections. Collection letter, that's the first one you're going to send to them. If they're sending you stuff in the mail, you got a letter that you're going to send to them. You send this to them first. When they don't send you the correct documents, then you do the refusal to pay letter. This basically tell you like the documents you're going to need to do your disputes. Okay, and then we also have the different dispute letters down here. So y'all, it's going to be more documents going to be continuously added based off of this. Plus, y'all might need some documents, but in y'all case, the document that y'all need is on days 1 through 10. Okay, let me see. Y'all need this right here. Y'all gonna need these documents in days 1 through 10 because this is the packet that we were just looking at. Basically, I clicked on exit, but this is the one that we were just looking at. Basically. Uh-oh, that was in Word. I probably should have did the other one. Yeah, right here. This is the same thing that we were just looking at. So y'all remember this, right? This is exactly what we're just looking at. So this is the document that y'all need to open up. This is the letter that we did. Remember we just did this? So this is the letter that we just did. This is a letter that y'all need to edit tonight, edit in the morning, and get it off to the credit bureaus ASAP. Or just do the 6 months of letters. It don't matter. Just the goal is to get your letters out, period. That's all. If y'all not getting y'all letters out, y'all missing out on the biggest thing, which is actually like getting y'all accounts removed from your credit reports. That's the biggest thing. I need y'all to get your accounts removed from your credit reports, and that's what I want y'all to be able to work on. So again, after y'all do y'all dispute letters, this is what y'all should be able to see. Y'all should be able to see like stuff like this. Y'all should be able to see like accounts being removed. Okay, this is what I want y'all to see. I want y'all to see like we talked about self messing up. Y'all got Navy Federal y'all need to delete. Y'all got Home Depot y'all need to delete. Y'all got Best Buy, kickoff. Somebody talked about kickoff late appointments earlier. You know, we talked about Discover. This is what I need y'all to be able to see. This is what's going to get y'all to increase. And then don't forget this collection that we have on here. Somebody just had one collection. One of my clients only had one collection deleted. Their credit score would have 86 points. So now all they got to do is they got to just work on the other 14 points. And then the 100 points that I promised them in the 1 month, it's there. They can do that by just getting them a credit card, paying down their credit cards, removing their inquiries. That, it's gonna be so easy to get that 14 points. But this right here, y'all, disputes is really one of the biggest parts of y'all credit. So I don't want y'all to think, oh, I'm not gonna do the disputes. And I have it where y'all can literally do the 6 months of letters for just $1. Literally, it's just y'all just getting y'all reports because we can't do nothing without a report. Period. That ain't gonna happen. Like that's not gonna work. Okay. And then two, I have this too for the people that never saw this, you know how I had on the book, I have these results right here, 129 points in the 30 days, and then I have these are actual results from my clients. So this person right here, y'all can see the 129 points here I just showed y'all. They had got their bankruptcy removed. So if y'all got a bankruptcy on there, put that same bankruptcy on that letter. But y'all gonna say, hey, the case number is incorrect, the name of the court is incorrect, the dates open on this account is incorrect. So you're talking about that bankruptcy, basically. When y'all put that on y'all dispute letter, copy the exact name that y'all seen, okay? So once we get the books, a link is in there. It's in there, but y'all should get a text. I'm gonna put your name down, Miss Nicole, because if you depend on when you purchase it, you should already got it by now. So if you purchased it now through the live, you have to wait till I get off a live because I actually send it to you afterwards. I'll text it to you afterwards. Okay. So public records removed from your credit reports, and then two, student loans. So if y'all got student loans, y'all know y'all need to get it deleted. Put that on y'all letter too. Okay. But y'all should get y'all books down below in the TikTok shop. That's the only way y'all gonna be able to do it. So before 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then two, I'm gonna put message me here on TikTok. Do the laws at the end of the letter need to be revised if some of the laws listed aren't the reason? No, because it basically saying that you have a right that if the things are not correct, they should delete it from your credit reports. That's basically what it says. I already paid for Identity IQ. How do I get the 3 bureaus for you to do? So if you pay for Identity IQ, that's what you need. That's what you need. And then you need to be able to do the other steps. So you'll be able to see like lady, you'll be able to see like the steps in there. Just do all of the steps that you have. So that we can see too if you have any fraud and we have to stop them from reporting certain things. I want y'all to get that step done too. Just do the application and we'll create them for you. So Identity IQ is just one of the steps. Once you got that steps, I completed the other part. You did the step number 4 too, the application. Because once you do the application, that's what trigger everything too. So yeah, that's what y'all gonna have to do. But for the people that haven't purchased their books yet, um, I have to wait an hour to get your information. Once I get your information, I'll get the course over to you, put your email address in, sign up for it. There you go. You were inside of there. Okay. Now I have to wait an hour. So I'm going to wait here for 3 more minutes because after this, I know, okay, at 11 I know that at 11:06 Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed, period. So I'm gonna wait a few more minutes for people that still want to go ahead and get their books. Okay. Okay. So go ahead and complete that step because you're gonna see so much info. You're gonna see so much stuff on there. So go ahead and go inside of there and do the steps and then do that application and then you should be good. And then you can call or she's gonna call you and say, "Hey, I got your application. This how everything is going." Okay. So that's kind of how that's gonna go. Okay. So I'm gonna wait until 3 more minutes till 11:06, and then yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna text, check the messages, and then also um, to you too. I think that was who was that, Miss Nicole, right? Yeah, I'm gonna let me take a screenshot of that because TikTok will give me y'all information. So TikTok will give me y'all information. Once they give me your information, I'm gonna automatically text it to you. Excuse me. Some people don't even know they have a course. Excuse me, but that's to me, that's the best part. All these books and stuff, they're good or whatever, but the course, you got all of the stuff that's even better. I just placed my order. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and send the information over to you. So yeah, I will send you the information that you're going to need. So yeah, I will send it over to you. So I'm gonna wait 2 more minutes because I have to wait. So now you probably gonna be the last person plus whoever purchases in general on TikTok. Um, yeah, I'm gonna send that. I'm gonna just go down the list, send out the text messages, and I'm just gonna probably I'm gonna send out the text messages, wait for the last orders to come through. While I'm waiting on y'all, I'm just gonna get in the shower, come back out, send those last messages, and I'm going up to bed. I have to go to bed. But yeah, so I'm gonna wait one more minute for the last people that want to make sure that they get their stuff to their link today, just go ahead and do it. How often will you do this course? I want to purchase to do the course live like you're doing now. Um, I say do it with me live right now. Y'all know. So for this one right here, we have 75 days total for this one. So this strong in 75 right here, y'all. You see how that stuff look crazy? But right here, this strong in 75 right here, we have 75 days. We're already on day 18. So we're not going to stop doing this until December 31st. We trying to be locked in. So when next year come, when next year come, I want y'all up at least 180, 200 points. If y'all just lock in and do all the steps, you know, like I said too, look at this. They already for these results right here. They already up. Just think about them. They already up 129 points. They already will be better off than those people that's not doing it. Now, right now, we're doing this one too. So we're doing this one right now. So we're doing November 1st to the 30th. I'm going to do it again December 1st to the 30th. So follow along with me now and then do all the steps with me again. Once you know all of the steps for the 30 days, when people come here and start asking questions and all this stuff, then well, when people come here and actually do the course, now when you come back, you're like, hey, Keegan, I'm having this hiccup. You remember you said about the inquiries? I'm having problems with this. What else can I do? Or, okay, I did my round two. This collection company doing this. You can come here and just ask questions now because you already know what to do. Some people still learning the steps. Once you learn the steps to really get your credit back up and running very quickly, you can just come here and ask questions. They said no income, but I will follow through with what you share online. I'm so sorry about that. Do you have so I don't know if you all are a part of the TikTok shop too. So y'all know TikTok shop does affiliates. I send out books to affiliates all the time. So if y'all are part of the TikTok shop, maybe y'all should think about it, becoming an affiliate. I send out books to them all the time. Like I literally just sent out like 20 books. Okay, but the thing is that when you do it that way, all you gotta do is literally post a video about, the book, and then TikTok kind of handles it. But I like it that way too. Like if I was to give out any books, I usually give it out that way because a lot of you all can qualify. You just need like 1,000 followers. A lot of you all may be able to qualify for it. That way, I like to send out a lot of books. Yeah, see if you can qualify. Let me click your account. Yeah, you almost there. Yeah, you almost there for sure. And don't forget the cheapest book inside of here is to like $17, I believe. Like you won't have everything, but let me see. Yeah, the cheapest one is 16.50. So like number two is 16.50. I would suggest you get that one. Well, no, you know what? If I be honest with you, the raise your credit score 100 points. I like that one, but to me, one that will really set you up like you need to be is this one right here. Because this one right here, you can just write in it. Like you writing in here. You keeping track of your credit scores. You're learning way more. You got 75 days of like stuff that's like I do like this one. I do like this one better. And I was showing them like the different pages, but y'all know y'all liking it. Oh, the lighting is bad on that end, but I really do love this one. It is a slower process, and that's only because I know so much about credit that I feel like that. If I didn't know much about credit, it would really be a good book. But I'm more like this. Like once you know how to do it, like you just like let me rush through it. You know what I mean? Side question: who do you use to print out your books? I can't talk about that because they're not gonna like it here. TikTok don't like that. Yeah, they don't like none of that stuff here. So I can't say. But yeah, you all, let me go ahead and get out of here and I'm gonna go see y'all messages. If y'all have any questions, y'all know y'all can ask them. Y'all just leave a comment and of course y'all be fine, okay? Leave a comment in there. But I'll see you all later. Have a great night. Okay, perfect. So I sent that. I did that now, y'all. So I need to get y'all off of here. Like yesterday when I got a violation, you see that. Where do you print out your books? If I say Amazon, y'all, I'm getting blocked. I'm getting blocked. But that's where I print out my books on Amazon. You guys can purchase your books directly from Amazon too. So all of my books. And yeah, so I told you all that I have my new bankruptcy coming out soon. Hopefully I'll be having that tomorrow. I'll let you all know about that. The bankruptcy book is going to be more like how I teach you all how to sue to win. It's going to be this kind of format: small, straight to the point, teach you everything you need to know about your bankruptcy, the differences between bankruptcy. That's what the bankruptcy book is going to be. Hold on, wait, I didn't see I had a comment. Oh, you have a great night too. Oh, well, let me answer this too, just in case. So I have a collection agency that adds 11 every month. That's why we got to get that stuff off our credit report. You're not going to be sitting here car and all of a sudden they do something like, oh ma'am, did you notice your credit score was 520? What did you say? Okay, oh, I just had good credit yesterday, as far as you're concerned. So yeah, we don't need them being able to play with our credit at all. So yeah, and thank you so much, Unique. I hope that you have an amazing night. But I'm about to go ahead and send these messages out. And like I said, too, that bankruptcy book is going to be coming soon. So I'm very excited about that. I'm working on my website too, so that and adding it to YouTube so that y'all can get the same discounts that they have on TikTok. So I'm working on that, y'all. Please give me time. Make sure I get this all together. But if y'all ever have any questions, definitely let me know. Y'all can also call me anytime if y'all have any questions. Or y'all can message all of y'all questions or add them here also on YouTube. So right now I'm working to get these YouTube questions answered. But here is my phone number here. If y'all purchase books on Amazon, y'all not going to automatically get the course. And the reason why y'all people are getting the course, like they have like this QR code in here. So y'all see they have a QR code already in here, right? That's only because I get the books and then I put the QR code in here and then I mail them out. If y'all get it from Amazon, Amazon don't never have this QR code. I didn't add the QR code in the actual book. So that is a problem. But again, if y'all go ahead and get the books, from Amazon, then my phone number is here. Text me your receipt so I can see, oh, okay, you bought the book. Okay, you're a part of our club. Let me let you in our club. I'll actually text you the link to the course. Y'all put your email address in and y'all good. Okay. But I will definitely talk to you all later. Let me copy this link for our video. And yeah, y'all just have a great night. Bye, everyone.